her a call again, and then she just added another phone number to the 13-year-old grandson, who's possibly with the daughter. Step out with this.
2412.
Veteran crisis hotline's calling in, so they have a female veteran off her medication. She's over at the safe haven. Detective 12, we'll check that one out.
6 Rumble, 2-1 Charlie, get shot.
Officer still stands for time? No. Offender in custody? Let me know.
3-3. I'm going to supervise the phone and I have the where's the test?
the saxophone. What's up? What's up? Oh, I'm running on fumes here.
Hello.
Good morning. Or afternoon, whichever. I'm running on fumes here. I got in about 2:30 in the morning, something like that.
Wow. Well done.
No, not well done, because I meant to be up earlier. I apologize for bumping the show back. I woke up and I was like, oh, I just want to go back to sleep. I'm so comfy. And then I was like, what time is it, real quick? Ah! Yeah.
Oh dear.
It was chaos. Freaking sinuses, too. So I apologize about bumping it back. Got some, we're going to be going through, the Micah Miller stuff. There's a few things I want to cover today. Good morning, everybody. But I want to say thank you to one of the protesters, because I'm literally it can be anywhere from, 'cause last night I was going through about 2 hours, 2.5 hours worth of storms. I could barely even see 5 feet in front of me, and we were only going like 35, something like that. Um, so sometimes these drives can be anywhere from 13 to 16 hours, and so I miss out on on a lot of stuff, or being able to show you guys a lot of things just because of the travel. Basically, as soon as I was done at the protest, I went back, took a shower, got everything organized and situated for the trip, and then I took off. And so, literally, I would have loved to hang out last night, um, but when you're driving, you can only do so many things. So we get to show you that stuff today. I know that there's a lot of different videos out there showing the protesters that got sprayed. We got a different video for you guys that you guys are going to see. The other videos that you've been seeing going around out there have like a farther back view. This one's like right up in it. So we're going to show you that. I do want to share these real quick, like we do for every show that we start. Let me pull these up here real quick, and we'll go ahead and share those. There's a couple other things I kind of wanted to get into. This whole tattoo thing. Now, yesterday, if you guys saw, I put out a community post of the video where JP was talking to the cops. And then as he's walking back to the church, he's like, "Ugh!" Like it's just a struggle. Like it's just a struggle to lift up his shirt so he could show his tattoo. Now, before that took place, we were watching some videos. He got a little upset. He was like, "Hey, you got to give me a heads up if you're going to show my belly, So out of respect, I didn't want to show the sexy. So when I did take the video of him doing it as he's lifting up his shirt, I did drop the camera. So I want to say, hope you noticed that one, so you don't call me stinking CJ like you call Robbie Harvey stinking Robin Harvey. But it's like I was watching his show too yesterday, and you guys, as we started covering this case, it's something that I've been saying for a long time, so I don't know, why it's a big topic now, because, ever since the beginning, we've, and rightfully so, we've had a lot of people come in here and say, he should be in cuffs right away. He should be in cuffs right away. And that's when I was trying to express to everybody, look, when you're dealing with financials, when you're dealing with, like I said, you go from 800 people down to 50 lickety split. That means people talked. That means people know stuff. And that means people could prove and back up what they're saying, because people ain't going to leave a congregation. People ain't going to leave a pastor off of hearsay. They're going to leave. They're going to talk. There's always chatter and whispers. Always. They're always going to talk. But when they actually get up and leave and go to another congregation, that means there was some paper. There was something, because nobody's going to leave just off of hearsay. So when I'm trying to explain to everybody, look, you're dealing with a lot of financials. There's a lot of people involved. As we've kind of been going through the case, I really feel like she had a flash drive, and she gave that flash drive to somebody that she trusted and said, if anything happens to me, release, let it go. Especially with the situation she was in. She knew the situation she was in just because she had already been dealing with him for so long. So you tend to start to know the dark side of somebody and what they're capable of, because you not only see it and have it happen to you, but you've probably seen it happen to others too. And so you know what these people are capable of. So I've always said we all have to be patient. Listen, I'm not saying stuff like I know when they're going to come out with shit, cuz I don't work for the FBI. I don't. And if I was part of the investigation, then I wouldn't be on YouTube saying shit, okay? So that's how you know, like, there's the real, and then there's intuition, speculation. Now, do I feel that something's going to happen quickly? I don't think so. Do I feel that the right thing is going to happen one day? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because when you see how quick the FBI started investigating not her passing, but all of the stuff surrounding it, and how quick they did, that's what told me Micah had a flash drive. Micah gave that flash drive to a trusted person and said, if something happens to me, let it go, release it. And I think that's why they jumped on it so quick. But there's a reason why they have such a high conviction rate, because they take their time. You have to take your time, especially with financials, because you can't rush stuff, because then you might miss something. And then the people don't get the justice that they deserve. And so it will happen. We all have to be patient. I'm not going to be one to claim when something's, when this info's going to drop, or that I'm working with anybody. Do I pass on information? Of course I pass on information. I'm not working with anybody. And if I was, I shouldn't be flipping the gums, because then you're affecting the investigation. You're giving people leads, tips, even senses, to change something. They might go, oh shit, I wonder if somebody's catching on to this. And so that's why you keep it tight-lipped. Can you speculate? Of course. So we're going to be going through that. We're going to be going through the videos. I know we went through them yesterday during the protest, the new JP videos. We're going to go through those again today. I know I said I wasn't going to get on till tonight, so I'm kind of conflicted, because, and here, let me do a solo here. We have, I don't know if you can see it from the camera. This is the decal that you can put on your I'm sorry.
It's disappearing. Yeah.
Yeah. I know I showed it on the stream yesterday. It says her fight is my fight. # justice for Micah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There we go. # justice for Micah. And then it's got the purple ribbon with the boxing gloves. And I want to say shout out to the protester who gave us one of those to give away to you all. And then we do have another justice for Micah bracelet. Now, I'm not sure which one I'm going to give away today. I know I said I was going to do it at night, but honestly, I think I'm going to be chilling back, getting some rest tonight. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm on today. So I didn't want to pass out and then not even come to life tonight. So I'm kind of torn. I'm not sure which one. So what I'll do is if you want us to do the decal, type 1 in chat. If you want us to do the bracelet, type 2 in chat, and I'll let you guys decide uh, which one we're going to give away today. And then on the next show, we'll give the other one away. So I want to say thank you to the protesters. Thank you, Allie, for all of your organization and your strength. Thank you, everybody that shows up out there. There's a lot of dedicated individuals with a ton of energy and just nothing but passion and love. And you can just feel it there when you go. So if any of you have gone to any of these protests, you'll know, you'll feel it. You can tell me in chat as soon as you walk up, you just feel this energy going through your all of your veins. You can feel it. It's just amazing. And there's such amazing, wonderful, lovable people. Every time we go to a new community, it's just I get more amazed and more amazed each time with the level of support and just working together for the same goal. It's just a beautiful thing when people that don't even know each other can come in and have a common goal and just it's like that transformer. We're all our own individual pieces, and when we just connect, it's just an amazing feeling.
Especially when you're making something, out of such a terrible situation and you're still coming together to try and make something good of it.
Right.
Makes a difference.
And it's not and it's for all the future potential victims as well. It's for Micah and it's for the future too. So let me see here. I want to ask you guys this thing. I need to like grease it or something, or maybe it's just getting old. Sorry,
Is it squeaking?
Can you hear it? Oh, you couldn't hear it because I can hear it through my noise canceling headphones. I was like, geez.
I couldn't hear anything.
No? Okay. It's probably just old. I mean, shit, it's like year and a half, 2 years, something like that. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate it. All right. So if you did miss any of these, like I do in the beginning, all the Micah shows, I do show each one so you can pause it, and take screenshots or even, I encourage share it with your friends, take a screenshot, share it with your friends, and then they'll have the screenshot and then they can blow it up and then their friends can, you know what I mean? You could pass it on very easily. I was at a benefit yesterday and watching CJ. Oh gosh, you guys. I I couldn't stop laughing yesterday. We'll go.
Yeah.
I'll try not to have. I mean, I couldn't stop laughing. Like
Me neither.
and I know I was so loud, and I know the cop. I know they all heard me laughing because I had my window down and I was just oh my gosh, I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop. It was just the right.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's too much.
Yeah, it's stopping now. Yeah.
All right. I want to ask you guys this. Now, somebody put this picture. We got to get a Facebook group going. Because somebody put this picture on a Facebook group. Now, I don't know. I don't know how they were. I don't know how they were cropped. You know what I mean? So to say that JP has 2 different Micah Miller tattoos, is that something you guys have been hearing? Is that something? Because listen, I'm on the road a lot. I've been on the road for damn near a day and a half, and then I kicked it for a little bit at night, went to sleep, went to a protest, and was back on the road. So I don't know shit.
I haven't heard about 2.
Henna. So wait a minute. Okay. So usually when you go to a tattoo artist, they have that film that has like the purple shit on it. So when they like put it on your skin and they do this kind of thing and then they wipe it on there, it leaves it on, so they, when they're doing their tattoos, they know where to do the tattoo. How'd they fuck this up? Because none of it looks the same. None of it. The beginning of the signature with the first M don't even look the same. Right, Gwen? It has a different slant even.
Yeah.
It's not it's scrunched together on top, it's wider on the bottom. The M's on the top are at an angle, the ones on the bottom are straight up and down. What's up? It hurts, don't it? Yeah, we're gonna watch some of those videos too. Crayola markers, Sonia says. Yes, there was a protest in Robeson County. Some of the protesters, I was actually sick because I was supposed to do a show, and I couldn't even get on and do a show. Yeah, because that's the day I was like dehydrated and all sorts of crap, man. Yeah, I was messed up that day. I was sick as hell. I couldn't even think straight. Yeah, some of the protesters actually I can't remember if they said it was before or after the protest at the sheriff's office that they went to Lumber River State Park and they all went to the spot together. I was bummed out, but really, I probably would have gotten a car accident or something. I couldn't even think straight. It was crazy. I couldn't even. There was no way I could even run a show. I had to get them fluids back in me. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is. So are these pictures from 2 different videos? Like, do you guys know where these pictures came from? Obviously, one of them is from that first video where he lifted up his shirt, lifted up his shirt, and showed it off. And I imagine that's the top one.
Well, there was one where he was. Sorry, there was one where he was kind of pointing. Is that pointing at it? Is that
Is that
thumb?
another video? Yeah, it looks like it's going like this. I'm surprised he doesn't have a tattoo on his fingernail.
I mean,
where's your JP? Yeah. You should go to your fingernails, bro. Yeah, get like tattoos on your fingernails. That'd be sweet. And then think about it. You could just get a tattoo like every week or 2 weeks or something, as it fades away. I think that'd be JP. You would really look like a damn thug if you put tattoos on your fingernails. Come on, man. I know you're trying to get there. You saw him yesterday. Lift it up. Hide and seek. Member for 2 months. Hold on one second. Let me get that background screen for you. Contribution call out. Thank you. Happy to be a member of the CJ fam. Thank you for giving victims a voice and for all the hard work you do, CJ and Angels, for all the victims and their families. And thank you, Hide and Seek, because we couldn't do it without you or any of you, because you are the reason why we have the voice that we have. And so, any thanks that you want to give to me or Rosie or the angels, you got to give it back to yourself too. This is the one time when you need to do this kind of thing. Pat yourself on the back too, because without any of you, none of this would be possible. So, appreciation 150.
It's an ecosystem.
That's right. It's the recycle of love. All right. This was I wanted to show this. I was booking ass to get there. So I wasn't able to do this, but I wanted to show this. And I know you guys have seen it already probably, but it's my turn. And we're a little late sometimes just cuz all the travel. But let's go ahead and share these words of wisdom. Now, when I showed up yesterday, you can go to the stream. I showed up yesterday. As soon as I walked up, I was like, they got sprinklers out, y'all. Right?
Yeah.
I smell a hot dog steak before it starts cooking. And I saw it and I'm like, I know damn well that's what's going to happen. We even said it on the show before. So it wasn't some tactical freaking, accident that somehow was just,
Oh
oh,
no.
he got mad and walked up and turned him on. No, this shit was planned, y'all. I'm not stupid. We seen it. So I don't know why people are thinking that it's some kind of, like spur of the moment great idea from JP. No, man. As soon as we walked up, I saw where they were placed. I took photos of them, put a community post up, and you already knew what was going to happen. But it was so freaking hot yesterday. Oh my gosh, it was so hot yesterday. They enjoyed it. Now, they didn't enjoy getting sprayed in the face by I'm not going to say his name. His name's out there. I'm not going to say it, but you saw him. You're going to see him on this video. This video that I don't even think is out there of the protesters getting sprayed. I think most people are using iPhone Guru, but
Yeah.
we got a special video for you. Yeah, it was not that we thought that was going to happen, but when they turned them on, they enjoyed it. They were actually standing. Now I couldn't because I got too much equipment. But they were actually standing out there, like just getting hit by that thing, enjoying it. Now, trust, it was hot. It was hot. So as much as they wanted to think that they were playing chess, really they're just playing checkers. And that's what you saw yesterday at the protests. This stuff, this aggression. Now, as we've been there, I need to make a playlist of all the protests when we've been out there. As you've seen these protests go on, at first we're out there, nobody's doing nothing. They're just driving up. They're, waving at you as they're walking in the door, stuff like that. It wasn't nothing drastic. The next week, I'm out there filming, and some lady comes walking by, and she says, "You are just disrupting the word of God." I mean, but she was looking all evil and hateful and shit before she even came up to us. And that was the same day that people were leaving the back of the church, coming around to the front, walking by us real damn close, giving us those squinty eye, You know what it was. You
Yeah.
know where that energy comes from. You can feel it. You can see it. We're human. We're made out of emotion. We can feel emotion from other people. So it got to that point. It's all documented, you guys, whether it's my posts or my lives. It's all documented. You can see it. The next week, same thing. More people coming out. This time, it's people we haven't even seen yet. And that's when there is a lot of talk about people from Charles Randall's congregation coming to fill in because, they needed to make it look like it was still popping. It's still popping, y'all. Keep giving that money. It's still popping. This was another level this weekend. It's been progressively getting worse. I've said it each time we've been out there. This is different than last week. Each week it's a step up. Now, we haven't changed nothing. We haven't changed nothing. We were up front with the bullhorns. We were, playing music out of the vehicles, the horns honking like crazy. Anytime that we've been asked to change what we're doing, we've totally respected anything that's been requested of us. And we've never gone overboard. We've always kept it peaceful. We've always kept it respectful. We have never gone out of bounds. And yet, these people, and this is why I'm saying they play checkers, because these people are continually going out of bounds. And it's getting worse each time. These people, we all have emotions. Like I said, we're emotional beings. We're made of emotion. Do any of us, because when people are coming at us, walking up this damn close, and we're not doing nothing, we're not letting our emotions take control of what the main goal is. These people, look at how they're losing control of their emotions. Why? Why are you losing control of your emotions? Why is your pastor not telling his congregation, don't pay attention? Because he's calling us demons and all this other shit, right? Don't pay attention to the demons outside. Just keep your focus on the Lord, and you're going to have people screaming at you. You're going to have people saying stuff. Just continue to walk that path. Don't focus on the outside energy. Don't focus on the chatter. Don't focus right? Why? Instead, what the hell is being said in there? Are you saying, hey guys, if you feel like walking out the back door and walking by him and antagonizing him and then coming through the front door, go ahead. I don't care. Walk out of service in the middle of service. It's cool. Are you telling these people, oh my gosh, we need to do something about these devils out there? Because what is making these people, unless they're just filled with evil themselves? Because for this whole time, I'm sitting here going, I feel bad for the people that still go there, because I understand what kind of chains they probably have around their neck and why they can't leave, because they might have invested all their retirement. It's the whole Bernie Madoff stuff I was talking about. They invest this money, and there's a lot of people, just like the people with Bernie Madoff, there's a lot of people that invested their retirement, their savings, they signed their homes over, whatever. And they're like, man, I've seen so many signs that I should step away. But man, I got to go to the end because I pushed all my chips in. And that's why I said I feel bad for these people that might be in these positions, because they have to be there. because they sign their house over and they can't get out of a contract, because they sign their life savings, their retirements, and they can't get out of a contract. These people are trapped and backed into a corner. But man, when people are coming out there, you are disrupting the word of God. And they're coming out there, walking by you, like getting in your face this close, just like yesterday. Dude comes out of the service and picks up the and goes, "What the hell is in your soul, people? Is this?" I'm sitting here feeling bad for these people. Should I? Should I feel bad when I'm sitting there and I'm talking to the protesters and I'm sitting there going, I would freaking file a report. I would press charges if it happened to me, damn straight. Because you know they would do it to you.
Yeah, of course.
And then the whole trick about how JP, shout out Allie, I appreciate it. She was like, "Hey, if we're going to have this conversation, I want you to record it." I'm like, yeah, no problem. I'm there. Because he was trying to get Allie to come into the church. We ain't going into no church. I told them I wouldn't go into the damn church. You know what's going to happen? They got another witness. So you got big bad security chain wallet guy that ain't got no motorcycle. You got him, Mr. Security, walking like the fucking penguin from Batman. How in the hell are you supposed to chase anybody down when you walk like the penguin from Batman, yo? Maybe it's the chain wallet throwing your balance off. I don't know. But you got that dude and who knows, JP and that dude. And then all of a sudden that dude's like, "Yeah, they call the cops. Yeah, she just threatened us." And then you got him as a backup saying, "Yeah, she threatened us." And then all of a sudden something legal happens. Hell no. You want to talk? Go to a bonfire, you know? Let's sit at the bonfire. You want to talk? Sit out in the shade. Sit out in a lawn chair. Hey, let's go to the ballpark you meet your girlfriend at, all right? Let's go to the ballpark you meet your girlfriend at. There's no reason that anybody, it's just like the weekend before. When that lady, I'm sitting there going, man, I'm telling you guys, like I'm telling you from the heart, I felt like she was a plant. You sitting there telling, I've only been here, this is my 4th time. And then you're telling, yeah, oh, you guys should go in there and take your protest inside. You out of your damn mind, woman. It's like these people think that like we play chess. We ain't that stupid. When we show up and you got sprinklers set up in the grass, I already know you're going to turn them on for the protesters. Duh. And maybe it's because Trish was in the hospital. She did, because I really feel like Trish is his brain. I really do. I feel like this dude is not smart enough to come up with this shit. Even the stuff with like what he was doing to Micah, how he was planning everything out and getting it set up so he could accuse her of cheating and accuse her of being a criminal and accuse her of having mental health problems and all this other stuff so he could win the divorce so he could get spousal support. He ain't that smart, yo. Trish is. Trish probably is like, I'm your second mother you never had, JP. All proud and shit. All proud and shit. I'm taking care of my baby boy. And I bet you she's the one that's coming up with all this skeezy shit. And JP's like, yeah, that's good, Trisha. That sounds good. That sounds good. Because I don't think he's smart enough. And when it comes to him falling out the tree, come on, y'all. I've been saying since people were talking about it when it first came, a few days ago, it's been a topic about he fell out the tree. Come on, you guys. I said it. I've been trying to tell y'all from the beginning. Look at the damn video. His truck door is wide open. The motherfucker fell out of his truck. He didn't fall out of a tree onto the ground. Look at the video. You see his truck door wide open. You see his truck pulled up to the curb. The dude literally opened his fucking door and fell in the grass from his truck. He didn't fall out of a tree. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what, right? I don't know why people think that he fell out of a tree because he said he fell out of a tree. He didn't fall out of a tree. He fell out of his truck. So don't make fun of me because I fell out of a tree and I took too much pain. No, bro. You fell out of a truck. And then you started saying you thought you were going to meet Jesus. I don't.
Yeah.
It wasn't pain pills that he was on. It had to be like that, that Delta 8 shit or something. Something where it's like it ain't real. They use all these different chemicals to like make some shit. And next thing you know, people are jumping out their bathroom freaking windows, butt naked, like on some crazy shit.
Yeah, it was that severe though. Like
It was.
okay.
People stripping down, jumping out of their second floor bathroom windows and shit, man. It's like, what the hell is wrong with you, son?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is wrong with, like, you want to do some shit like that makes you want to get butt naked and jump out of a second floor window? Why? What? Like, why, people? That's what it seemed like. He just fell out. Oh, I love it. But it had to have pissed him off because he quit. He True Crime blocked us all the next day after we came out with that video. I posted that video, and next thing you know, later on that night, I'm getting links from the angels for a new video, and I'm like, you guys, it's not working. I don't know. And I'm like, maybe it's my internet. Maybe it's my internet, right? I'm like, I don't get it, you guys. And they were probably thinking, like, what the hell's wrong with CJ? Like they're able to pull out, what the hell's wrong with CJ? What does he mean? He must be really tired. Like, they had to be talking shit, right, angels? You probably making fun of me.
No.
And oh, it's all good. I understand. You know what I mean? Because shit. But no, it was like, man, I'm clicking, then I'm looking, hanging with Heather. You're over on True Crime. That's probably why you're not green. We were looking and I was looking, I started searching. I'm like, maybe it's my internet. I'll check in the morning. And then the next morning, that's when I heard from everybody else that they got blocked too. And I saw it was which is the first time it's ever happened. Like I said, I've been blocked, whatever. I come in to give support, and people are like, you're a grifter. Oh, okay. I'm just trying to shout out the content creator for their hard work.
Yeah,
okay,
like,
whatever. Whatever. And then people will fucking ban or whatever. Hey, whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm just there to support. It's the energy that you put out, But with all of the shit, it's just like, what's up, 411? Thank you for hopping in. And I'm sorry we didn't get to your video the other day. I do want to get to it today though. So but we were watching these and it's just like, man, none of this stuff is believable. None of this stuff makes sense. Even when it comes to like this Trisha post, I'm in the hospital, you guys. Okay. Like, you can see how the sprinkler system wasn't even a well thought out plan. Because really, they should have backed him up a little bit if they thought about it, because then it wouldn't have been hitting the other property, which then, it was really like it was going into the street, so it was not missing anybody. It was pretty obvious. You couldn't play it off like he supposedly tried to do, where he comes out there and talks some shit to some of the protest, laughs and stuff, and then walks out and turn the sprinklers on, and it's sprinkling way out in the street. So it was obvious. It's like, no, you set them back so then it gets just the sidewalk. You know what I mean? Then it's like, hey, we're sorry, we didn't. But what it did do is it prevented other church members from leaving out through the back, coming around to the front and doing that whole antagonizing thing that they've been doing the last few weeks. I'm just, when it comes to their lack of self-control with their emotions, it makes me wonder what the hell they're going to try and do next week. Now, there's 5 to 6 protesters that were filing reports, pressing charges.
Yeah. But like you said, it is very synchronized, like it's not just one person getting frustrated. It's like you were saying, it's like it's being orchestrated to escalate a little bit every week. I don't know.
It doesn't make sense to me, because it's like how could you lose that much self-control? Like, I'm gonna show you guys. So this is that video I was talking about. It is assault, detective. It was all assault. It was all assault. Because there was no reason. Like, it's one thing, the sprinklers were going off. Like I said, it's going out to the street. They were enjoying it. Not me, because I'm like, I got all this damn equipment, man. There's no way, even though I wanted to so bad. Oh my gosh, it was so hot. But they were loving it. Getting, it had to feel good for them, absolutely. But there was no reason. I do know the name, but I'm not going to. Other people have put his name out there. I'm not interested in doing that. But it's another thing for this guy to just come right up, grab it, and you'll see this is a different angle here.
No people, no church. 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 Just little babies.
Watch.
No people, no church. That's assault. That's assault.
Look at that. And protest Jesus just standing right there. Watch. See, he picks it up.
Yeah.
There's a screenshot if you guys want it.
Yeah,
it's
that's
better.
A good one.
It's better than what's out there. So, and I'll post the video up here after a bit, but I wanted to wait to show you guys until we were live first. Look at this shit.
That's assault. That's assault.
Just walking by, licking his, like it ain't nothing.
That's assault. This is exploiting us. This motherfucker here.
Look at him. So then he puts it in the ground, like right in front of him. See that?
Yeah.
Puts it in the ground right in front of him. So then it will just continue to spray. Now, when we were there, I came up to Jay, Protest Jesus. I came up to him, and you could see water all up and down the front. See, and it's going off. Now, when they yelled, "That's assault," look at this. We're still waiting. Now, they came and did the right thing. They came up, and they did the right thing. They took the names. They he was able to leave, but believe me, they're going to pursue this. And I'm going to have him on a show coming up here in the future when we hear more about how it went and everything that's going to take place. So we're going to have him on the show on panel. We're going to have him on the show to discuss all this once there's some, some
Yeah.
things, some movement in it.
No people, no church. No people, no church. No people, no church. No people, no church.
Now he's going like this. And now you got the officer right there. Now he's grabbing it because now there's no reason he should have had to do that. Now he's wet. Now he's
Yeah.
wet. No reason they should have had to do this. They had to pick it up and move it because it was not in a spot that it should have. You see how this is when I say they're losing their damn emotions? What the hell? Who did the water hit first? He walked up. From what I saw, they hit protest Jesus first.
Looks like it.
You know what? Let me hold on a minute. Let me see here. Give me 1 second. Let me see what he's up to.
And I mean, from when they were saying this is assault, he had, like, if he was trying to pretend it was an accident, he had more than enough time to, like, correct the behavior and be like, oh, yeah, sorry, it's assault. This was an accident. He's terrifying.
It is assault. Straight up assault. There was no reason whatsoever he had any right to go up, take the sprinkler out. He could have walked. Listen, it's fine. You want to come walk up to us and be this freaking far in front of our face? That's fine. That's fine. I don't give a shit because I already know I just got to wait for you and then it's fucking on. That's all I got to wait. I wait for you and then it's on, motherfucker. So you can stand all up in my fucking face. That's fine. But it's another thing to sit there and grab something. Like you're literally walking up to it, grabbing it, and then just going like this straight at people. And you're only a foot or two away.
No people, no church. No people, no church. No people, no church. No people, no church. No people, no church.
And this guy right here. Oh man. Listen, if I'm just going to say some shit right now, and this is how I feel. Okay? This is how I feel. And I can't take a call. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to send Protest Jesus an invite to come up on the panel here. Hold on.
Okay.
Cuz I want him to talk about it.
Yeah.
Shit, what was I saying? Okay, with this guy. Now I know that there was a show a couple days ago of a lady that was talking about the experiences that she went through. Remember, she said she went to this church a long time ago. She went to the church before Micah was going there. She had dealings with Wayne Miller, JP. If you guys remember, shout out JLR. They had this woman on there, okay? Now, I've said from the beginnings, I don't get a good vibe, okay? Now, this is crazy. This is crazy. I went up. Give me 1 second, Jay. I went up to this lady yesterday, and I walked up to her, and I put my hand out to shake her hand, and I said, I heard your story on JLR, and I want to say thank you for sharing your story, and you have our support. And she literally went like this. and walked away. I never felt so disrespected. When I'm going up to you, I'm reaching out my hand and I'm saying, I heard your story on JLR. I want to say thank you for your story. Thank you for your strength. And I get looked at and turned away and walked off. So I just turned the fuck around. I was like, son of a bitch. My bad.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy is because I've not been vocal about having a weird feeling about this lady. I haven't been vocal about it. I've said it a few times. But after the service was done, and after I went to reach up to her to do that, this guy right here, do you guys remember this guy from a couple weeks ago when he was coming out there, walking real close to the protesters? Millie Joe, walking up to Millie Joe, this close, bumping into her sign, walking like this. Guess who he was hanging out talking to after he walked by everybody here? Guess who he was hanging out talking to? That lady.
Interesting.
Be careful, y'all. Because I've had a weird... Listen, I've said I'm not going to be shy about it. I'm not going to be shy about it. I thought she was halfway a freaking plant from the beginning. I'm not going to be shy about it. But when I sit there and I listen to your story and it pulls at my emotions and I'm like, damn, you know. And then I reach up to you out of the kindness of my heart and I just say, thank you for sharing your story. I appreciate. And I get that. What the hell's that, y'all? What is that? What's up, buddy? Can you hear us?
Hey, CJ, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Hey, man. I was wondering about that when you said that, and I watched the rewatch. My wife and them were watched your live, and they were telling me because I don't know what's going on when I'm out there, who all's doing what from what angle and all that. I'm not really paying attention, that.
Yeah.
And then I read that in the comments, and I was like, yeah, I wonder who he was talking about, right? So and so then somebody said, yeah, it was on JLR or whatever. They interviewed her, and I tried to find that. I didn't have a chance, but then now that you're talking, let me tell you something.
What's up?
You know me, I'm not one to run around and go, oh, this person's a plan, or this person over here is an insider, or oh yeah, that's JP talking right there. That I don't accuse anybody of anything like that.
Right.
But I'm going to tell you what. You said that just now, and that touched my spirit because I had a couple of people out there that were my spirit spoke to me, like something's off here. It was two ladies in particular, and I don't know which one you're talking about. And I'm wondering if it's the same one, but they wouldn't even shake my hand, And I said, well, can I pray with you? Well, you can pray, but you can pray from over here. And I was like, well, and they said, well, I just want to know why you're, and everybody asked me different questions, and I'll talk to anybody whether they like me or not. And I try to greet just like you, everybody try to say hello, right. And meet every person, even those people that are in the back. People don't realize there was a lot more people than what is seen on a lot of these videos. Yeah. There was a lot of people behind that tree line, behind the where the refreshment table is, and I mean, people on golf carts back there. I mean, there was people on chairs and all. I mean, there's a lot of people back there, right? Yeah, right. So I would even go back all the way over there and just thank them for coming. Who are they? One young girl, not young, I guess she was in her maybe late 20s, early 30s, and she was there with her aunt. She's from Arkansas, drove all the way down here, and her aunt just lives in that neighborhood, and so they walked over to just because they said this is all over the place. So, making a long story short. When you said that just a few minutes ago, my heart did something because do you remember how JP was responding to me every time I said anything to him? He would acknowledge me, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden at the very end, this is after the water spraying and everything. We're standing over there, 1 foot away from each other. You see it. I don't know if people watch the other lives and stuff like that. And all of a sudden he goes inside, and he wasn't inside 5 or 10 minutes. And that's when he comes out, goes straight to the cop that's standing there, and he starts pointing at me saying, hey, that guy, you know, he was at my house. He pulled a gun on me. You need to check that guy. He's dangerous, you know, and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think somebody outside, now that you say that, went inside and said something to him. Or if not went inside, called inside. Because there's no way that he changed, boom, like that. You see what I'm saying? Somebody said something. Am I making any sense here?
I think they have people watching our shows. I think they have people watching our videos and our lives to know what's going on. Their job is probably to sit in the back office and watch the streams and videos to see. I really feel like
I
seriously.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd like to know what Rosie thinks. Rosie, were you out there?
Oh, no, I was on panel.
Yeah, she's in South Africa. She
Oh my
handles,
goodness, South Africa?
yeah,
Yes.
she lives in South Africa.
Wow, nice, amazing. Oh, I can't wait to talk to you about Africa. But all right, go ahead. I got some things going on over there.
She's on the panel, and she co-hosts the shows with me when I'm out on location. So
yeah, I knew that, right? And when you're out on location, so I was thinking, I'm sorry, you know, I was thinking it was like JLR and Magnolia that she's there, and I just haven't ran into her. You know, that's why I was asking this. Now I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm not good.
No,
it'd be kind of hard to fly over from South Africa to make a trip on a Sunday, right?
Yeah, it's already long enough, it being a 16-hour drive. I can imagine the flight.
A 16-hour flight, right?
It's probably more than that. It's probably more than that, because you're talking like way on the other side of the globe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Like way on the other side of the globe. So yeah. It'd be quite a flight. But
well, never mind. Never mind. I was gonna say, well, no, it's nothing bad. It's another commonality, but it's personal, and I don't want to say it on online because, well, let's put it this way. My wife likes Rosie. Y'all are cool. Y'all are similar, but that's off the phone. Okay, I'll tell you more later. But I want to kind of give a clue to people that I wasn't saying anything weird. When I stop myself, it's for a reason, and basically it's a personal reason, and it has nothing to do with anything except I'm just trying to protect people, you know.
Oh, you're good.
That's fine. Don't worry.
How far were you the first one that got sprayed, and how far away was?
Yes.
So
I think he did the spraying because of me, because he probably didn't like my outfit. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was standing there when he was coming out to move the sprinklers. I went over there and I was going to do to him like I've done to several of the people from the inside. I was going to ask him, hey, can I pray for you? You know, right? That's what I'm doing. Right.
Like you were for all
trying to bring peace.
Right.
And trying to let the people inside know that we're not against all you people on the inside, you know, all the quote sheep or parishioners or, you know, whatever you want to call them. Right. So I'm trying to reach out to reach in. Right. And I think that's what JP's scared of. I think that's what he does not want to happen, because you know what abusive people do and controllers do and manipulators do is they separate the victim from the families. They separate the victims from the truth. They separate the victims from, right. So that's why I'm trying to say it's so important to the supporters of Micah that we don't argue, that we stand together, that we don't name call. Yeah, I mean, I do kind of, it's kind of a thing. It's like Jesus says, in all things with moderation. You know, yeah, saying things and shouting is kind of comical, and it does bring attention, which is kind of cool. But then, you know, there's a little line, and I'm not telling people to hold their tongue, but, you know, there's a little line, you know, like when you go on, you know, something like, hey, I don't want to give examples, but you know what I'm trying to say. You know, there's certain things like that. Hey, get out of here, chicken. You know, those people like, that's disgraceful. I'm like,
I
no, that's.
I look at it like this. and I brought it up in the beginning of the show. I've had people literally be this close to my face. Okay. Do I ever cross a line? No, because
No.
no, and that's the thing. They could easily, because if we're not standing up close to them. If they
Right.
go ahead and stand up close to me,
Mm-hmm.
where my nose is almost touching yours, that's fine,
That's
because
exactly what I was doing with JP and all those people there. But go ahead.
I already know
And you
how I
too.
I already know how I can defend myself, and I know what needs to take place in order for me to defend myself and defend it legally. But it's another situation that's overboard. I don't listen. I've I've had a lot of shit said about me. Do I go that route? Of course not.
Did the live drop?
No.
I know we're still talking, but something happened on my phone. It just dropped. I
No.
can't see you anymore.
So there's now it's probably your connection because I don't see a photo for you.
Do I need to call back in?
But you can hop out and come back in.
Okay, because this is important because I want to hear you keep saying this. Do you mind holding 1 second? I don't even know how to hang up. It just dropped, and I can't even find the hang up.
Yeah, just
It's
reset
crazy.
your phone. It's probably, who knows, just reset it, man. But I was just basically saying there's no reason whatsoever anybody should pull a freaking sprinkler out and start squirting people. That's beyond.
Yeah, and that's what I want to talk to you about.
No matter what you say,
that right?
No matter what.
That's what I want to. Can ask Rosie. Can
oh. Oh.
Maybe he'll be back.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure.
Oh, there.
Oh. I don't know. I know I might be out on a limb when it comes to this lady. I felt a certain vibe the first few weeks I was there. I tried, and that yesterday wasn't the first time I tried reaching out to say something.
Oh.
Okay. Wasn't the first time. It was the first time I reached out my hand to shake and then tell her thank you for sharing her story. That was the first time. But there's just, I don't know. And then, like I said, we already saw this guy. Where's he at? We already saw this guy right here. And how he was treating the protesters and trying to be, antagonize them. And then all of a sudden, they're having a beautiful conversation. I even showed you guys on the live stream. I said, see, look who's having a conversation, y'all. Look who's having a conversation. There's so many people that will try to be dressed as sheep, but they're really wolves. And they're going to use emotion to pull at your heartstring to make you feel something so that way you get distracted from smelling the hot dog steaks. I'm not saying she is. I'm just saying, and it's like I said, maybe some people will be upset. That's fine. I don't care. This is how I feel. I'm the one that's there. I'm the one that's right there. I'm the one that reached out my hand and got turned away. I'm the one that has experienced these things. So it's my opinion. It's my feelings. Regardless of what somebody saw on a TV show or a camera. Something just seems off. Y'all good?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. So what happened? And I think you're right. And a lot of people, I actually turned it on my TV so that I could keep up while I was setting it. But what happened is you're right, man. That what they're saying in the thing is, go with your gut, go with your feeling, go with your instincts, brother. I think something's there. And if she's watching or whoever she is, I'd like to talk to you. You know, maybe we're just getting you wrong, because I know a lot of people think I'm a plant. A lot of people think I'm a paid actor by JP, but you know me. I don't have a YouTube channel. I don't even do Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. Only way I get that is if somebody sends it to me and I get to watch it and I go, wow, I didn't see that. I don't know what's being said. And I'm not about the money. I'm not raising money. I'm not doing anything. I don't, he involved me just like he did out there saying, you know, coming over, pointing me out. I didn't put myself in that position. He came out and did that. He's the one that's pushing this. When I went by his house, I just went by his house. You know, I was curious, just like everybody else, just like you did, just like anybody else, a novice, to say, hey, you know, I am here in Myrtle Beach, you know, because I do comment a lot on on the YouTube, you know, and I said, you know, I you know, from Myrtle Beach, and, you know, and then people, of course, call you out and go, yeah, you trying to, you know, put yourself in this way. No, I'm in Myrtle Beach. Hey, everybody, like to get together. I'll see you at the protest, you know, and, oh, who's this guy? Run to J, you know. And actually, it's RUN2J. You can say it either way.
There you go.
So what happens is I think it's dropping me again for some reason. I don't know. The StreamYard is not liking me. But so what happens is I was standing there, and the guy came out. I walked over to him. I didn't say anything to him. I just stood right beside him. This silly phone. Please stop.
You got a computer?
It's trying to take my picture. No, I'm on my phone, but my phone is acting up, man. They may be bugging my phone or something. They're trying to, it's trying to, my little camera came up and tried to take a picture of me. My own camera. At myself. That's weird. But,
damn, you're going to have to put a piece of tape on it from now on, man.
I know. I haven't touched anything, and my camera, not only my camera, but my, you know, where you go in to take a picture of somebody or take a video, it came up. I have not touched my screen at all. It came up and came up and showed my face and tried to take a picture, and I just swiped it. It might have taken a picture. I don't know. But, let me finish. I'm getting off topic. So I walked over to the guy, and I was going to ask him if I could pray for him, you know, like I always do. So I walked over to the edge of the sidewalk, because he.
Uh-oh. I wonder if he's in a basement or something.
Seems like everyone's having technical issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can have him call in. Should we do that? I guess I could do that. I don't know.
If that's easier for him, maybe.
I don't know. Let me see. Let me kick him, and then maybe he'll hop back in. Needs to clean cache. Oh, too many web pages up on. Oh, I bet. That's right. Yeah. Too many, because StreamYard uses your mobile browser on your phone. So if you have a bunch of web browser pages open, it will affect that. Let me tell him that real quick. Hey, do you have an Android? You have an Android.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You got to clear your cache in your internet.
What did I don't know what that means, but on my phone I did swipe all the things. I swiped everything like everything was swiped.
If you go to your just open up, what is that?
Oh man, I got a WhatsApp call. It's kind of important. It's about business, but I really want to finish this. Are you going to be on a few minutes?
Yeah, go ahead. Just come back on when you're done.
I promise I will. If you guys will give me 15 minutes, I got to take this call. I got to take this call. All right, thanks. Bye.
Ooh. All right. So I'm going to play this here. We're going to go ahead and we'll play it in its entirety. Like I said, I'm going to post it later on here for you guys, so you guys can have the video full screen. So here's this again.
No people, no church. No people, no church. No people, no church. No people, no church. That's assault. That's assault.
Right in her face.
That's assault. This is he's splitting us. This motherfucker here. No people, no church. 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 No people, no church.
Hey, let him handle it.
No people, no church. 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 No people, no church.
And then they continued to talk to him and talk to him as he got back to his vehicle. What a dumb move. Yeah, if he hops back in chat, let him know how to do it. Otherwise, because I bet you that's why.
Yeah, probably.
That's why he did that. And then let me see, was he trying to make no? So, and this is what I was. It's funny because when we got there, I was telling everybody you don't water your grass during the daytime. You know, if you got really burnt grass, dry patches, you need some grass to grow, you don't water it during the daytime. Number one, because some of it's getting evaporated. Number two, you're just creating a prism effect for the sun rays to then burn up the grass. You water the grass when the sun's down. So when I'm sitting here, you know, I'm sitting here going, there was a drought and there was, you know, there's a period of time in Myrtle Beach where it didn't rain for nothing. It was so dry and it's like, come on, just give us little bits of rain. You'd get little 5-10 minute showers. It wasn't good enough. It wasn't helping. They just finally had some storms come through a few days ago. I mean, and really came through. And so that's why when I got there, I was like, why in the hell is there sprinklers out here when they just had a really good rain the night before? And why are you having them out here right now? So no, the grass is burnt to hell. It really is. The grass is burnt to hell. It's tan. It's not really that green. There's some dead patches in it. And so, you know, they do have the sprinklers out there to help. But y'all, like, don't water your grass in the daytime. Do it at night when the sun goes down or when the sun starts to set, you know, maybe even 8 o'clock at night, then start watering your grass. Because then all through the night, all of that moisture is going to soak into the ground. It'll make a huge difference, trust me. Wayne Randalls with the $14.99 super chat. Turn up the heat. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let me throw up that thank you as well. Thank you, Wayne Randalls. Is that holy water? No, it is not.
Definitely not.
No, for sure. Yeah. The grass will be brown until September when the hurricanes come through. There's a lot of patches on that lawn. Bluey Beth. It's funny to me how the protesters are obviously, he's acting like a child. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. And like some of the videos I'm going to show you that I took, you know, where it's like, come on. You see the latest videos that he just had come out. You know, it's like, come on now. It's like a 15-year-old kid that is entitled and doesn't know what accountability is, and they just run amok. Oh, I hope he does too. When we saw him yesterday, I was like, call me! Yelling my phone number, like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. You know we'd have, because I'd be chill as hell. You know, I'm not going to be like some other people where I'm going to, no, we're just going to chill back. We're going to hang out. We're going to chit chat. We're going to talk about whatever, you know, your past, Back to the Future. What's your favorite one? JP, do me a favor. Let me know what your favorite one, because mine is number 3. I love the Old West one. I love the one with the hoverboard, but man, I'm loving. I like the cowboy shit. You know, the cowboy shit.
JP has homework.
I just want to know. I bet you it's number
I
2.
know.
How many?
You think so?
Yeah, I bet you. I bet you his favorite one is Back to the Future too. I bet.
Why two?
Because it's got the hoverboard and it's got the Nikes that lace up themselves.
No.
Yeah. The hoverboard, the hoverboard's the ticket. Like, who didn't want a hoverboard? When you're a kid back then and you see that and you're like, man, in 2015, we're going to have hoverboards and flying cars. And then you get to 2015, you're like, where in the hell is this shit at? We don't even have. They call it a hoverboard, but it's got wheels. What? Huh? No. Oh. So, all right, he'll be joining us. He'll be joining us soon. Like I said, we're gonna give this away here in a little bit, probably in about 35 minutes or so. You guys wanted the bracelet, so we'll give away the Justice for Micah bracelet today, and then, like I said, the next show. Let me turn it so you guys can see it. And this is a decal you can put on your car window, wherever. It's a decal. It says "Her fight is my fight." Hashtag Justice for Micah, and then the purple ribbon with the purple boxing gloves. So we'll be giving that away on the next show that we do for Micah. But today, we will do the hashtag Justice for Micah bracelet. I want to say thank you to the protesters. Thank you, Allie. Also, I was given this as well, right here. Sorry, it's actually because we were showing this at first. This is the sign that I show out on the protest, where I show you guys on camera to promote the QR codes. And then now I got a new one too that has all 4 of them. So whenever, and it's beautiful. I want to say thank you to the protesters. It's laminated and everything.
And it's
So
beautiful.
whenever we show these, it's basically mini versions of these that I can display on the camera. And so we'll go ahead and share these again. Here, let me move this for a second, just so it might not affect that QR code. We'll share this again. And then we'll share this one. There we go. So I want to say thank you to them because of them, we're able to give these away to you guys. And so I appreciate everybody involved being able to, the community recycle of love. I really appreciate it. Let me see here. So I want to go to. One second. I wanted to share a video here. We're going to watch these JP videos again. All right, hold on. Hey, where'd all my videos go that I... Hold on a minute. Oh, here they are. Okay. Sorry, I've got things in different spots now that I'm back home.
No problem.
Here we go. Oh my gosh, this is too much. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So QA part 1, part 2. Let me see. 6. So we're gonna go with this one first. So this is tattoo response, part 1.
Okay. First of all, whoever took that picture of me on the beach, you gotta let me know ahead of time, man, because I wasn't sucking in my gut. So
See, that's why I said JP. I didn't show the sexy, because as soon as I started, hey, when I saw you go, oh, I was like, oh my gosh, camera down, camera down, camera down,
Because you do listen. Yes.
camera down. Here, let me go to that video real quick. Camera down. Let's see. I believe it is. It's got to be this one right here.
Micah's blood is on your hands! 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 Sandra! Sandra, come here! JP, I want to see the tattoo! JP, where's your tattoo?
Call me! Call me!
Show us your tattoo! Show us your tattoo, JP!
Call me! You see that grin that he had? Because she heard him say, show us your tattoo. And he heard it because as soon as he turned around, he had that grin.
Oh yeah, he was like preparing. He was like, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
He had that grin. He is like, oh, I'm about to show him. Hold on. Let me get us back over here.
JP, you want to prove it? Show us your tattoo! Show us your tattoo!
See the grin? Oh my gosh. He is so into it, isn't he?
So much.
He is so into it. Look at that damn grin. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Show us your tattoo, JP!
Call me! Call me!
Micah's blood is...
Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Oh my gosh. What is he adjusting? It's like he's adjusting something. What's he adjusting? What is he? Hold on a minute, you guys. I couldn't do it.
Micah's blood is on your hands! Sandra! Sandra, come here! JP, I want to see the tattoo!
Sorry, I was trying to like hold my camera for the live and get that ready, and then I got a battery pack in my pocket and like all the cords. I apologize. Sometimes these videos do a little bit of that. I wish I had 4 hands. I only have 2.
JP, where's your tattoo?
Call me!
JP, you want to prove it? Show us your tattoo! Show us your tattoo, JP!
Call me! Call me! He patted his belly. I never noticed that. He couldn't get the back of his shirt untucked, and then he pats his belly. Watch. Call me! Oh, I can't get it. Call me! He just patted his belly. What is he doing? He just patted his belly.
I feel like he practiced that in the morning. Like he really did, right?
Oh shoot. He probably like tells Susie that he's like I'm a teddy bear, Susie. Rub my belly.
Oh no.
Rub it softly. I'm a teddy bear, Susie. Oh,
Susie's like this again.
Oh, we're gonna talk a little bit about Susie here in a little bit too. Contribution call out. Donna R. Thank you for the $1.99 super chat. I appreciate your support. It means the world to me. Trust me. It allows me to be able to get this stuff for you guys. Oh, Pat.
Call me! Call me! Micah's blood is on your head! Micah!
He's got to put his phone down to lift his shirt.
He has to do it right.
And then he pats his belly. What are you doing? Are you trying to like get your belly to go inside your body or something? Like, what are you doing, man? Is that some new exercise program? It's like one of those belts that you put around your waist that's supposed to like electrocute your stomach into fitness six pack, and it doesn't do nothing. it just electrocutes your belly. It doesn't give you a six pack. It's a joke. Is that one of them things? This new exercise thing where it's like, yeah, you just pat that motherfucker back in. just pat it back in, right? Pat the belly back in. What are you doing, man? Oh God.
Sandra, come here. JP, I want to see the tattoo. JP, where's your tattoo?
Call me.
JP, you want to?
I'm saying, call me, JP.
Show us your tattoo, JP.
Call me. Call me.
Micah's blood is on your head. Micah's blood is on your head.
There it is. Put it down. Put it down. There we go. I mean, I was a little late to it. I apologize, JP. Sorry, JP.
I mean, it's the thought that counts. So.
Oh, Lord. Oh, he had to put his phone down to do that. Look, he couldn't lift it up back here. He had to put his phone down to lift it up.
On your head. Sandra! Sandra, come here. JP, I want to see the tattoo. JP, where's your tattoo?
Call me.
JP, you want to prove it? Show us your tattoo. Show us your tattoo, JP.
Call me. Call me.
Micah's blood is on your head. Micah's blood is on your head.
There it is. There it is. It hurts, don't it? It hurts, don't it? It hurts, don't it?
Micah's blood is.
Because he's like, he had to get that numbing cream to get that tattoo with Micah because it hurt. It hurts. Okay. It hurt, didn't it, JP? It hurt, didn't it? I love ending it like that. There it is. It hurts, don't it? It hurts, don't it? It hurts, don't it? And then after that, he starts setting his truck alarm off like crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay, back to this video. I just had to show.
Really, really embarrassing. And whoever took that picture of me,
Hold on 1 second.
embarrassing. Okay. First of all, whoever took that picture of me on the beach, you got to let me know ahead of time, man, because I wasn't sucking in my gut. So that's really, really embarrassing. And like 2 years ago, I was in much better shape, okay? But the tattoo is not fake. I got it, I think it was November of last year. And I'll show you. I don't know what side.
Oh, so this is where the other picture came from.
I was on. There it is. My gosh.
Okay.
People.
That's where the other picture came from. Wait, no, there's no.
There it is.
Hold on, I gotta slow this down.
It's the not fun one.
Ah.
It is. My gosh.
Ah. Hold on. Does he show it again? Yeah, there it is right there. Okay. I love Adidas. See what I'm saying? I love Adidas too. Adidas shorts. Man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hold on. We'll listen to the audio in a second. Okay. All right. Yeah, that is. That's the same. Okay, so where's that picture at? Yeah. So that is that tattoo on the bottom. Because they're different. They're different. Fake tat. They're different. It's probably a henna tattoo.
Yeah.
It's probably a henna tattoo. Jennifer Powell, contribution call out. Hold on 1 second. I love throwing this screen up here for y'all. Thank you so much. $2 super chat. Never stop laughing. I can't stop laughing when JP keeps giving us this amazing content.
Truly gifted.
What's up, Jay? Did you see this? Have you seen this, Jay? The different tattoos? You there, buddy? Yeah. So they are different. I don't know. We'd have to go through the other videos. I mean, maybe. We could. Let me see. I don't know if I have them all. I know I have. Let me see. I got a total of 9 videos. And I think there's, because there's actually, I think there's, 13 now? Are we at 13 videos now, I think? I think that's where we're at.
I think so.
Mm-hmm. One ink is darker, too. It could be, it could be the photo. You know, it could be the exposure, depending on, like, the lighting. Because this time he was outside. The other one, he was inside in a room.
You can see the skin color is different as well. So the color of the ink would be...
Yeah, it can throw it off a little bit. I don't think it's a Sharpie. I think it's a henna tattoo, but this is the weird thing is normally when you go get a tattoo done, you know, like if you're going to have the same one done, don't you keep like the photo or
stencil?
Stencil.
Yeah.
You know, so it's the same thing. But it's almost like he just said, "Yeah, I just need Micah Miller here, copy this," and it had to be somebody else. It had to be somebody else that did it. It can't be the same person. So what, Miss Cosmo, do you think that the M, I don't know. Even if somebody has their finger up on their skin and they're pulling it, those M's ain't gonna, the M's on the bottom ain't gonna expand that much, I don't think. Amber Valentine, contribution call out for the $2 super, what is that, super sticker or chat? It's got a, oh, it's the first one. Let me heart it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Can you hear me, buddy? Hello? You want to call in, man? You want to try and call in? Can you hear me?
I don't think he's here anymore.
Oh, isn't he? Oh.
Yeah, he just disappeared.
He came in.
He did. Very, very quick. And then, oh, there he is.
There we go. Hello?
Yeah, I'm finally back, right?
There we go.
All right. I've cleared everything. I had my son help me with my phone. I had my conference call. Now I'm back. I've got a good 20, 30 minutes. I don't know if you're going to be on that long. I don't know how long you've been on. Sorry.
Oh, no, I'm going to be on for probably another 2 hours and 20 minutes or something.
On this show?
Yeah, man, I do.
Wow.
That's a shorter show. Sometimes we'll go 5, 6, 7 hours.
Oh, wow. How long have you been on already? I am so sorry, man.
About 2 hours now.
Oh, wow. Well, thanks for text, man. That was awesome. But do you want, and yeah, my opinion on that tattoo, if anybody just wants my opinion,
We do.
I thought that he jumped all over this tattoo thing, in my opinion, because it may be real. Okay. Only reason why I'm saying this, I'm saying it may be real. And that's the only thing that's the truth in his whole world of lies that he can go, it's real. So he's making a big deal out of it.
Or look at the M's, man.
Or it's totally fake. And it's just another thing to distract.
It's a way to make him look like that. He's wearing his wedding ring. It's the same thing. I'm going to pretend like she meant this, she meant the world to me. No, she don't.
Right. Because if you remember the tattoo, the whole thing about the tattoo is everybody jumped all over him about, branding her like she's an object, and his only way of saying, no, I wasn't controlling her and possessing her, because see, I have a tattoo and she was controlling me and possessing me, because he always tried to flip the script. So that could be a real reason why he's so, well, I don't want to say just so obsessed with the tattoo thing.
That's what I was going to ask, though. I mean, when did the tattoo thing start where he was acting obsessed with it? Because does it coincide with the medical examiner's report where we saw that she had his initials?
I don't think he just said he said November and he said January when he got it.
But when did he start talking about it?
In one of his first videos.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One of his first videos, people.
Go ahead, man.
I'm sorry.
Is there a delay?
Yeah.
There might be a delay. Yeah, one of the first videos, he was like, look, I even got a tattoo.
Okay.
Am I out?
No,
Nope.
You're here.
Yeah. So what happened was, in one of his first videos when he came out, the first couple of questions in that one of those first videos to the people that was dragging him through the ringer was, you possessed her, you controlled her, you're trying to separate the family from her. And he even, and so a lot of people were jumping on saying, yeah, and you even branded her with a tattoo of your name on her. And then he was like, he came out and said, oh, well, she loved me so much, she even had a tattoo on her wedding finger when she would work out to let everybody know that we were married, trying to prove that the family was right. Because the family was trying to say she was trying to get away from him. He's trying to prove to everybody that she wanted to be with him so much and to prove everybody she was his. And then they started saying, yeah, well, you branded her. And he immediately, the next video, I'm almost sure about this, but the next video he put out, which was a day later, was showing everybody his tattoo. Well, look here. If I controlled her so much, look, what do you think about this, Michael? And that was the tattoo. So that's been the controversy the whole time. I'm sorry.
It was the videos. It was the videos where the parents were coming out and saying stuff, and he's like, "I got a whole bunch of stuff on the parents." They were the ones talking about the tattoo and how he made her get a tattoo, his name and the wedding ring for the beach and the gym, so people, because she wanted people to know.
That's right.
And it was almost like, yeah. The parents, he's like, the parents are saying that I made her do this, and the family's saying this, and he's like, nuh-uh. And then, you start showing his tattoo. That's the top picture up there was from the first video.
Okay. All right.
The one down here is from the video that we were just playing.
Right. So again, the reason why that's necessary is because it was one of the first Before it was tit for tat, he said, she said, family versus what he said behind.
Yeah, it's those videos. It's those videos where
See that you
he
lied
was
here.
saying
I
that.
think that's the problem with my case with him is behind closed doors, he's a liar.
Yeah, you can hear the contradictions in the stuff he talks about. I mean, when he sits there and apologizes in an email comes out where he's apologizing for admitting to the tire stuff and
Yeah, sorry about your tires.
all this other stuff. Yeah, the post in the picture, all this, and then I didn't do none of that. In fact, she was tracking my car.
Following her.
Here's a
I
video
wasn't
of
tracking
me.
her.
Here's a
The
video
private
of me.
investigator might be tracking her, but not me.
Yeah, he's like, here's a video where you guys can see her following me, when he was at that gas pump, trying to turn it around back on her. But when it comes to these tattoos, listen, there's hot dog steaks all over this damn thing. That's why I say keep talking, man. That's why I'm saying call me, because look, man, the more we can talk, the more you want people to believe you. You got to talk.
And right in front of us, he was asking iPhone guru what to come and have a beer with him or something.
Well, they were, I don't know. Are they friends? Are they friends or something?
No, they're neighbors. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh, you keep backing out. Oh, they're neighbors. Because I seen them shake hands. I was like, what the hell? What's that about? Because when he was out there in the beginning, I seen them shake hands, and I'm like, huh? And I know I've seen him. I've seen conversations with other people, and I just kind of went, huh? So I don't know. But I didn't know he was a neighbor. I don't know him. I'm barely even on TikTok. I don't know who they are. I don't even think the tattoo is in the exact same spot. Good point. I don't know. Let me look. Let me see here. Yeah, wasn't the other one like where his middle finger would be? Wasn't it lower? Hold on. I got to see if I can find that video. I don't know if I have it. Hold on. Does anybody have a photo they can send me of the first one instead of me trying to find the video? Let me see here. Which one was it? Was it? No, it had to be one of the first ones. I don't know if I have it.
I'm also looking for you.
Even if it's just a picture, I think it was lower. It's a good point. That's a good point because I think it was like right around where the middle finger was at or something. Thanks for pointing that out, SOC. The first time he shows that he didn't have to reach back as far. Right. Yeah. Yeah, they're all on True Crime Re. They're all, that's the only channel that he uploads videos to.
Yeah, and did you see the True Crime Re girl video, like at the very, very beginning when he first started posting? She came out and said, "Don't you say anything about me, blah, blah, blah." It actually, a woman was actually, on a video talking. She was very nasty.
Oh, I know it's a real person. What I mean when I say I think it's JP is I think it's somebody that is working with JP.
And then If you go to your live from yesterday, I can send you a screenshot of the other picture, or I can give you a timestamp for it as well, because it looks a little bit more curved, actually, the positioning, now that I'm looking at it.
Okay, where do I need to go?
Let me send you a screenshot first.
Okay.
And why he has to be so high is because now he has to cover his bases from when he's at the beach. Oh, you can't see it because it's directly under my armpit almost. But if you notice, her tattoo is way further down in her medical examiner report.
Yep, right in the front, right underneath the left breast.
But did you notice when he showed us the tattoo out there yesterday that it was like greenish almost, and all the other ones is like black, black, black. And when I mentioned that to my wife, she said, "Well, that's because it could be, it could be wearing, because that's what normal tattoos do." But then I thought about that, and I said, "Yeah, but he just had that video that it was black, black, black. It was all shiny. Everybody jumped all over that the very first video. Then the next video he showed, it looked a little bit drier, I guess." But like you said, Renee, something looks off about it. It's like every time we look at it, it's something different. And you just when you have those many questions, just like from the quick glance, your body and senses pick up so much that we don't see and rationalize with our thinking mind. But in our subconscious, we're picking up something. This is why this case is so weird, is because everybody inside, deep inside, knows the truth and knows that there's something wrong here, man. Mm-hmm. And so when we see this thing about this tattoo and everybody goes, "Why are we talking about a tattoo? It's not important. Stay on the case." Yeah, but it's all these little things that are adding up to a big puzzle that when you see it at the end, you go, "That's why that tattoo was important. Oh, that's why that call was important. Oh, that's why that, medical examiners were important. That's why." I think this is what Robbie Harvey was kind of saying when he was saying, "I think everybody will know when this whole thing is over," which was so, it was a generalized statement that anybody could say that. But I think that's what he's actually referring to, that he may be saying that he doesn't realize he's saying that if the things that he knows when it's exposed, the things that I know when that's exposed, the things that you know and you catch and you perceive, CJ, when it's exposed, and Renee and all these people that are, the internet sleuths, that he only uses that word. Now we're all using that word, but the internet warriors is what I call them. When all these internet warriors, man, when they're coming when we're coming together, I mean, we got the front lines. We've got the internet warriors. We got the prayer warriors. We've got the family. We've got God Almighty and the truth on our side, and we all stay together. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a blowout when it's over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the right thing's going to happen. That's why I express to the family and the community that we will find the truth, and I capitalize will, because it's going to happen.
Amen.
We're too strong of a force. Like you can see it already. They've met a collective effort that's playing and they're playing checkers, and they realize it. That's why they're coming out and spraying you with a freaking sprinkler and all this other shit, because they don't know what to do because they're panicking. And this is what I was, I was saying this, where I felt bad for the people that still might go there because they've invested, signed over their house, and can't get out of a contract. You hear a lot about that about this church. A lot of people signing over their properties to get to the church when they pass, and they can't get out of these contracts. So the last thing that they're going to do is walk away and leave the church, because then that means that they walk away and leave their property too to somebody that they can't get out of. And that's why I felt bad. But when you see a lot of the stuff that these people are doing, like the guys or people coming up to you this close, or like
I heard the guy was an elder
into your sign, or spraying you with water, it's like, okay, I don't feel so bad for you, because I don't think that you have this awesome soul that is just there because you invested whatever you invested right there. That means you got an ugly damn soul. If you
You're
can
right.
literally go up and do that stuff and go do these other, do that
And
to other people.
you're right, man, and you're right, and that's what I was saying is like, I have such compassion and sympathy and empathy. If you go back to what I don't know if I told you this personally or if I said it on a stream, but what happened to me, and a lot of these people that are domestic violence survivors that they're empathizing, not sympathizing, but empathizing, meaning they can understand what that feels like, not just sympathize with it, that, oh, I get it and I understand it. So what you're saying too is I feel that way too, and I can see that on you, that you really care about those people inside. I mean, even your words and expressing it right now. But when these people like this, when they're following leadership, and the behavior of that leadership is a demonic spirit, and when they're following that and they're putting their trust and faith in that demonic spirit, then their demonic fruits and actions are coming out, just like that elder that came up inside of him. He was just raging.
Yeah.
I had love for the guy. I wanted to pray for the guy. I wanted to say, hey man, I feel your pain in there.
Yeah.
I know what you're going through in there. And then the guy, what I was going to say before I got kicked off, and I think that, spiritual warfare is going on with my phone and all this kind of stuff. But what I was going to say before is, when he came up and he sprayed me, I think that he just saw my outfit or whatever, and maybe inside, like a demon attacking, the symbolization of Jesus. He's spraying me, and then he starts spraying everybody else because they had cameras and was going to expose that. I don't know who was recording. I don't even know who could see it, but he sprayed all of them, like spraying them in their faces. He was spraying their phones, man. He was trying to destroy those phones inside. He wasn't thinking that, with his conscious, but in his spirit, that's what he did it for. And when I saw that spirit, that's when I walked away and said, hey, let him handle it. Let the cops handle it, which I was trying to tell the protesters, hey, God's going to deal with this. You know what I mean? God's going to deal with this. That cop came over. iPhone Guru, called him out. You know what I'm saying? That guy, I was looking him straight in the face.
What do you mean called him out?
iPhone Guru called the cop, said, hey, he's spraying people over here. He's purposely spraying people. And then that cop came over and grabbed it. And then y'all can see me on the side.
So they didn't hear the lady that screamed it right when it first started happening, because she screamed it really loud.
Well, iPhone Guru, I saw in his video, I don't know. I was standing right there looking at the guy, and the guy spraying me, and I was trying to block all the protesters. When he was spraying, if you notice at the very end, I'm standing straight in front of him. I wouldn't move, because when he started spraying their faces and spraying their phones, I blocked him, and I was shielding him and letting him spray, like I was blocking that water. And then the cops came over and just stopped him, pushed him to the side, grabbed the hose and walked it away. And then I turned around and then I was wiping all that water off my face, and I said, hey, let the cop handle that.
Yeah, we played that in the beginning. In the beginning, though, this is what I'm talking about here. Watch. This lady screams it loud. I don't know how a cop didn't hear it.
No people, no church. No people, no church. No people, no church.
And this isn't anybody. This isn't iPhone Guru this is a personal video that was sent to me for this specific reason, to give you guys this angle. So this isn't anybody else's video.
People, no church. No people, no church. No people, no church. No people, no church. Just little babies. No people, no church.
Watch. You'll hear how loud she screamed.
That's assault. That's assault.
See, she just screamed, "That's assault!" How in the hell?
Might be in our room.
How in the hell did it take iPhone Guru to say, hey, when this lady right here screamed at the top of her lungs?
Like somebody sent me a video. Yep, he was screaming. Yep. And then iPhone Guru in his video, I somebody sent it to me. It's really short, but he goes over to the cops on his camera and he's saying, hey, this man's spraying people. This man's spraying people in their faces or something.
So did Did anybody see the iPhone Guru video? Can you hear that lady scream? Because this lady screamed at the top of her lung. I mean, she says it once and then she really screams.
He yanks the hose and then he does it straight at me, and then he starts spraying everybody else.
Yeah, here, check out how loud she screams.
That's assault. That's assault.
You hear that?
She says it twice. She says it twice.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
I said she says it lower the first time. The second time, she screams it at the top of her lung.
You're right. You're absolutely. That's very good, and that's good evidence right there, CJ.
Why did it take him to get the attention?
I have an idea. It's probably because of that silly horn that was between us and the cops with that, he's parked his truck right there. Wah, wah, wah. And right. They heard the honk, 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 honk. And then they hear us, blah, 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 blah. In their minds, it's like the Peanut show, wah, 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 and they probably didn't hear it actually saying that's assault. That's assault. I mean, you know what I'm trying. I'm just giving the cops the benefit of the doubt. I don't know, but I know that iPhone Guru actually said, "Hey, look, he got their attention and started going over." Yeah, somebody can find that. I don't.
My awareness as an officer would be, that would stand out to me.
Yes.
over a honking beep. That would stand out to me if somebody. That's assault. That right there makes me go, "Who the hell?" Even if I have, blaring music and all this other stuff going on
Yeah, you should be able to hear the scream of your child, right? You should hear the scream of your child, so a cop should hear the word assault.
Yeah.
If
I hear somebody scream the word
twice,
assault,
yeah.
Especially, I mean, the first time it's, but the second time you can hear the
panic.
That's assault. That's assault.
You can hear the,
Hey, and you even heard, I just heard something. There was a girl said something at the beginning. She said assault. Then that other girl says that's assault. And then that same girl says that's assault. But there is somebody that said it first too. Rewind it real quick. You'll hear.
Yeah, hold on.
I heard that's assault. And then she said that's assault. And then she went, that's assault.
Oh, hold on.
So it's actually three times.
This is Millie Joy. Hold on. She's Millie's the girl that I took the picture with. She was wearing the prison Spidey outfit. That's Millie.
She's a reverend. She's a reverend. She's got a TikTok channel too. She told me.
Yeah.
I don't do TikTok, but yeah.
Her and her husband have a channel. They have their own, each separately.
And forgive me,
from the beginning too.
And forgive me, if we got a little bit of a delay, I just don't want to seem rude because I do sound like I cut you off a lot, and I really don't mean that, and you know that. But just everybody watching knows that we're on a little bit of delay, and I don't know when he takes a breath because you've got a lot of good things to say, and then I got a lot of responses that I want to do, but I shouldn't be talking so much. So I apologize if I appear rude and cutting CJ off.
No, you're fine. This one is so this is Millie Joy. There's the link to her TikTok. You don't have to be if you're on a desktop. You don't even have to be logged in. You can literally go watch this stuff without even having one. Here's this video. This is church member gets angry. And this was, I think it was from yesterday. Yeah, this was from yesterday.
Shame on you! Shame on you!
Then and this is, you see the guy spraying. Now you're seeing this lady. It's what I'm saying. It gets more aggressive from their side, not ours.
Right.
Not ours. It's nothing but respectful, doing it the right way. If Ellie asks us to do something or, do it at a minimal or whatever it may be, it doesn't matter. It's all about keeping it peaceful and positive. And, when it comes to the weekend before, there was somebody that was out there that was on a spree of trying to write tickets for people that were honking.
Yep.
That person was not allowed to come back and set up for the protest this weekend, and they wanted to let us know that they weren't going to ticket people for honking unless it was like a beep 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 or a
Laying on the horn.
beep. If you went burp 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 something like that, they were totally cool. So if you do drive by, you can honk. Just keep in mind, don't lay on the horn, don't honk it excessively. Just give it a couple honks as you drive by and you'll be all good. So
You're
here's
right, and I want to second that because CJ, I mean, I was there, everybody, and CJ is saying is the truth. I want to second it as of two or more witnesses, the truth be known, and everything that CJ said is the truth. Everybody out there is so nice and so respectful, and even people don't even like the fact that we're smiling, we laugh, and we joke, and you know, but it's good. It needs relief because we're so wound up because we're so passionate about it. But everybody out there is so nice and so sweet and so kind, even to the people that are inside, until the people inside try to get a reaction out of us. But and the police were real nice. Out there, she was the lieutenant. She's the one that's in charge of that, of the police. And then I just want to get a shout out if anybody, if they're listening. But PFC Romanowskis and PFC Sean McCluskey. Those guys are really, really good officers. They're good men. They're good people. And
yeah, they've been really cool.
Yeah. So CJ, you're right. You have just been nothing but a gentleman, cool, nice. You know, you bring a calmness and everybody appreciates you out there. I really, really, really do want to second what you said. And I have not seen any of the protesters except for some of the rude ones that are rude to us, but they're just rude verbally or offstandish, but you know, so we don't know about them, but you know, yeah. Maybe they're just trying to check us out. You know, I mean, I understand that people don't like the fact that, you know, I wear a long robe and a scarf over my neck, and that offends a lot of people. But hey, I don't mind. I understand everybody has their opinion, and you know, just like you, people don't like the fact that you're carrying a video recorder out there and you're uploading the stuff on YouTube, and all he wants is attention. He's trying to make money and capitalize on. You know, everybody's got something to say, but you know, you're not going to win all of those people. Hey, not everybody loved Jesus. You know, reason why he was killed, right? He was killed because he had love and he had the truth, and this world doesn't have all love and all truth. There's a lot of lies and there's a lot of hate. So, thank you.
Yeah, and I think it's important that people know that everything is being peaceful because you can see the reports or the calls on the protesters the last month alone of what they've been trying to do, false reports, false calls, false narratives. It's all been false to try and get us to stop doing what we're doing. And so it's very important to make sure that everybody knows, because I know some people out there are sitting there going, I'm not sure if they're peaceful or not. I don't know for sure. I need everybody to understand that you can check the tape. You can see my lives. It's all documented. You can see who comes out or past the boundary and who don't. Who goes beyond a certain reaction and who don't. It's all documented. You can see it. So it's very important that people know and understand that it's nothing but peaceful and positivity from the protesters. It's always been the same thing, and it always will be the same thing, because they're trying, just like he's trying to push a false narrative about Micah and her relationships and the things that she was doing. He's also trying to push a false narrative against us, but it's not working. And it's not that the cops don't care. I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm sure you've heard the same thing, Jay. I've heard LE say straight up that they support us in what we're doing.
They were on our side of several times, especially when JP came out, you know, and made that false accusation again, trying to slander me, saying, you know, I came to his house with a gun and all that. And all you people know I didn't. And they said, oh, we know that was in the county. This is the city. That's already been done and closed. You know, we'll take care of it. And they made him leave. And then a couple of times he came out there and tried to do this thing about the car alarm. They should have done something about that. Yes, but they're not always one sided, and they're not always on the side of the people in there.
It's
Trust
small
me.
potatoes. It's small
Right.
potatoes.
And
when it came to the sprinkler, they handled it the right way, man. Like
absolutely.
The horn going off, it's small, immature
Mhm.
potatoes. It is what it is. The fact
Right,
that
and
they did what they were supposed to do with the sprinkler guide,
when it was important.
That's
right. That's right.
That-
And I want to give them all the props in the world. And I live here, man. And I love those guys. You know what I mean? They're not, there's bad apples in every bunch, even in the protester side, maybe, there might be some bad. I don't know. I'd rather believe that there's not, but we're not all perfect. But I wanted to say something also. It came to my attention, and I mean, it's a good thing. Somebody gave you a shout out on Facebook. They had my prayer on there. That I did a prayer on your video, and somebody clipped that and put that on Facebook. I don't know if you saw that. Somebody sent that to me like yesterday.
No.
Yeah, it's your channel with you up there, and it's the prayer that I had at the end of your thing. That's on that Facebook. I think it's one of the Micah pages or something on Facebook. Like I said, I don't use it, so I don't know where I get these things from. Somebody will just send me a clip. My brother, just different people will send me and say, "Hey, do you see this?" And I was like, "No, where'd that come from?" Even Steph Case File sometimes sends me stuff, and I go, "Oh, cool. Where did that come from?" And she said TikTok, and I don't do TikTok, but I'm able to push the button. I had to sign up for TikTok because I can't even watch some of these things that they send me because I don't have TikTok. So I had to sign into TikTok, and so I got that now. I got Facebook, but I still don't use it. I still don't like it. I don't know how it works. I watch YouTube, so I comment a lot. That's all. That's the only thing I do. But somebody had your channel on there. And then let's see what else was I going to say. There was one other thing Robbie Harvey made me a moderator on his channel last night.
Yeah.
Me of all people.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's crazy, man.
Shoot. Hold on 1 second.
I'd love for you and Robbie Harvey to get together, man. That would just be awesome. Do you see what I'm talking about? I don't even have the link anymore because the problem is in my group text. It's with family, just family and a few close friends. That's it. And I'll get a link. But the problem is on my group text. If it's in a group text, I only can my phone only stores like 8 or 10, and then after that it goes away. But on a personal text, I can keep them forever. But on a group text, and I've asked people, how do I save these? I've even asked my children, how do I save these group texts? Because I want to go back to them and look at them, review them, and I can't look at them again. And they say, well, you can on an Android. It just automatically deletes after so many texts. But it was on Facebook, and it has your channel on it. I mean, it's actually like a clip of your channel of the prayer. And it was posted yesterday or the day. It was posted the day before. It's a prayer for the protest, or prayer for the
prayer for the
something.
At the end.
Did you see it?
It was no. I know what you're talking about. Though, it was at the end of the episode when you came.
It's actually
on.
It says your channel, and I mean, and it's got you and me on there, and then when you're doing the Justice for Micah stickers and all that kind of stuff, I thought that was really, really cool. That they gave a shout out to your channel. I know it's me praying, but I thought that was really cool for you. But I'm surprised you didn't see that. I wished I could find it again, but I don't know. You have to.
I mean, that's cool. It's like I tell people I was on TikTok before I even got a TikTok because people copy my shit, from here and go post it somewhere else. And
this was on Facebook, Justice for Micah.
No, I'm just saying I've been used to that thing where people will clip my shit and I don't even know about it. I'm used to it. It's.
But I thought that was cool. I mean, I didn't take that offensively, right?
No,
I think it's cool that you're getting a lot of attention.
No, I mean, I don't.
Maybe that's how they put 2 and 2 together that day, yesterday, when he went inside. Said, "Oh, that's that guy." Maybe.
Yeah. So I'm going to get to this. This is another view when another church member was getting angry. So I was telling you guys that
I'm gonna mute.
I was telling you guys that the last few weeks, it's been getting stronger and stronger and stronger with the aggression, almost like a retaliation in a way, just for us being out there supporting Micah and the justice for Micah. And so when I'm talking to you about how it keeps getting stronger, this last weekend it went to another level. I hope that it doesn't go even to the level it went to this weekend, because that was just too far. It can all be peaceful on both sides. You know what I'm saying? As much as they want to be angry that somebody's yelling words during their service, how about being angry because there's a suspicious death with your loved one, and you think something scandalous happened, and you don't have that loved one anymore. So what do you think about that church member that wants to get upset and go spray somebody with a sprinkler? Well, what would you do if you were on the other side, trying to have justice for a loved one or a family member? And would you act the same way? You know what I mean? So you have to look at it from both sides. You have to look at it from both sides. So this is Millie Joe here. I'm going to put the link to the video in chat again so you guys can have it. And we're going to check this one out real quick. And her and her husband, they're beautiful people, amazing. If you ever see the Spidey out there, not the one that had the hoodie one with the purple mega phone or whatever you want to call it, the one that actually was wearing the mask, and then she had the prison outfit on yesterday. It was a perfect costume.
Shame on you! 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 Shame on this is for you. Don't judge me.
You have no idea how I feel or how I feel about God or anybody else.
Shame on you!
You don't have any idea, and you have no right
Shame
to
on
judge
you!
me.
I can protest all
Shame on you. You have no right
Everything
to judge
legal.
me. You could stand on the other side.
No.
No need.
Public sidewalk.
Public sidewalk.
Justice for Micah.
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 We're an attack. What she tried to touch him?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's. Justice for Micah. Justice for Micah.
Do we have to back up if they approach us aggressively?
I'm sorry.
I'm going to record you right now, but do we have to back up if they approach us aggressively? You're saying we have to just run across the street, get away from them.
Who said that?
You're saying it. Are you saying it? I'm asking. Okay. I'm just clarifying.
The only thing I said is you can't get in someone's face and scream into a megaphone.
Okay, because it's all on the same video.
I don't care what.
She came in our face.
This is a public sidewalk. She's not out here.
But she came in our face. You should tell her to not approach us.
So she needs to keep walking, but everybody else is allowed to stand.
Why do we have to move?
So we all have the same rights.
Okay. Right. So we should be able to not have to move out of her way if she's approaching us aggressively.
No one said you had to move.
Yeah, you just did.
Who said that?
We're backing up, and she's approaching us, and you're taking her side.
I didn't take anybody's side. I said no one's going to have a megaphone put in their face and
well,
yell.
then she shouldn't walk up to a megaphone.
Right.
She didn't walk up to the megaphone.
I have it on video. I have it on video. I'll put it on social media.
I saw her walk up to you.
I saw it on video. You want to see the video?
She walked right up. I watched it.
Yeah.
No one said that didn't happen.
Came straight to me.
So why aren't you approaching her and telling her that she shouldn't be aggressively approaching us?
So when they come out of the
walking out to talk to you is not.
No, she was.
She was not. She was aggressive. I have it.
Swinging her arms at you and trying to assault people.
She was getting in her face.
She came up to talk.
She was getting in her face.
She came up to talk.
She said, "You better not." I have it on video. Okay.
That's fine.
That's fine.
The only thing I'm trying to say is we're not going to yell in people's faces with megaphones.
I agree with you, but if she walks right up into someone's megaphone, then.
Okay, well, no one said you had to cross the street. No one said you had to leave, and no one has video of me saying that because I didn't say that.
No, I didn't say.
Besides, my video's on, and I never said it.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
What
that's
I'm
what I'm
saying is if
clarifying. That's why I
somebody
took
comes out
my
and
camera
tries
out.
to
I didn't
talk to
record you the whole
then
time.
You can't put a megaphone in their face.
Yeah, I agree with you, but she's walking up aggressively to us, and I
She's
have that
allowed
on
to
video.
walk up here.
Yeah, but she got in our face, and you're
She's
saying,
allowed
what
to
are we
come out here
supposed
and
to do?
talk. She
What
can
are we
come out here
supposed
and talk.
So we're not. We have to be silent and just
No one
sit,
said you
stand.
have to be silent.
Well, that's what you're saying.
No, I did not.
Okay, well,
I did not say you
I
have to be
literally
silent.
pulled out my camera to make sure I'm clarifying what you're saying.
Okay.
I truly think that we should work together.
I said is do not put a megaphone in somebody's face and scream into it. Because
Well,
you wouldn't like
she
that and
approached-
nobody else would.
Wow, look at this.
Justice for Micah! Justice for Micah! You can't hide from the FBI! Justice for Micah! You said you can't hide from the FBI! 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 Where is your Spider-Man outfit? Micah's blood is on your hands! 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 Micah's blood is on your hands!
And then walks to the front. Hashtag justice for Micah. You can hashtag it as many times as you want to make sure that you get entered, because you know how YouTube works. Sometimes it gets buggy. So do me a favor. You have to make sure you spell it just like I have hashtagged. Otherwise, you won't be entered in for the giveaway. So make sure it's hashtag justice for Micah, all one word, no spaces. And you can hashtag it as many times as you'd like. I'll give it about, let me see here. We'll do like 15 minutes. I'll let you guys hashtag it as much as you want. We'll do it for like 15 minutes, and then we'll see who gets the new bracelet. And then on the next show, we'll be giving away that cool decal. Her fight is my fight. Justice for Micah, with the pink boxing gloves and the purple boxing gloves and the purple ribbon. And the protester that is making them, I told her I'd like to order. She says they're $10 a piece. So let me know, and I'm going to order 5 of them so I can give those away to you on different shows. That way you can have them on your car window and bring even more awareness. So when you're out there driving around, you put this on the back car window and somebody drives up and they're like, hashtag justice for Micah. Let me look that up and see what it's about. More awareness, okay? More awareness. I really want to try and give these decals away. So once she makes more, trust me, I already told her how many I want. We're going to be giving those away for you guys. So in about 15 minutes. All right. Let me see here. Now, we were gonna... Let me go to my list here. Because there's a video I wanted to play. Actually, no, we didn't even get through all those JP videos. Hold on. We'll get through all these JP videos, and then we'll do the giveaway. So we went through all of the videos yesterday during the protest. Funny as hell. I'm sure everybody heard me laughing. So I'm going to play the last few again, in case you guys haven't seen them yet. And then we'll go ahead and do that giveaway.
Okay. First of all, whoever took that picture of me on the beach, you got to let me know ahead of time, man, because I wasn't sucking in my gut. So that's really, really embarrassing. And like 2 years ago, I was in much better shape, okay? But the tattoo is not fake. I got it, I think it was November of last year. And I'll show you. I don't know what side it's on. There it is. My gosh. People. Y'all are crazy. I'm serious. Y'all are idiots. I'm going to show you again, okay? Because these are the same shorts I had on at the beach. I just got home, right? I was working a little bit, and then I went to the beach, and there it is. I'm going to try to rub it off. See, it won't rub off because it's real. I got it at Tiki Tattoo on Seaboard Street, and I even put a bunch of cream on there to numb it so it wouldn't hurt.
Does it hurt? Tiki tattoo. Tiki tattoo. All right, here's the next one. Hold on here. Desktop. All right, here's this one.
And whatever idiot said it's fake because of the pictures they saw of me on the beach, they didn't show the right side. They showed the other side. The correct side, I think, is how you say it. But anyway, man, y'all are so funny. Why in the world would you? I don't understand why you think I'd lie about anything with all this. Why in the world would I make a fake tattoo and put it on there and tell y'all it's real?
It sounds like the fake crying at his services.
It really does.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that face.
Getting the right faces.
Look at that face.
Beautiful.
Only a face your mama would love. Oh, hold on. I got to save that. I paused it at the right spot.
Mm-hmm.
Hold
yeah,
on.
you get it.
Oh, gosh. All right. Let's finish this one.
A fake tattoo and put it on there and tell y'all it's real. I just don't get y'all. I just don't get y'all. I don't. I'm telling you. And again, the gut was just a mean thing to do. Hey, seriously, I cannot get over how offended I am that somebody took my picture when my gut was hanging out. Okay, normally when I see the cameras, I suck in really good. So, you dodos, I can't believe y'all think that tattoo's fake. She begged me for years to get that. Years! And I didn't like pain, I didn't like tattoos, and then finally, I did it. And, why would y'all think that'd be, why would I get a fake tattoo? Oh my gosh. Crazy.
And he doesn't just rub it, he pats it too.
Sandra!
Yeah.
Sandra, come here! JP, I want to see the tattoo! JP, where's your tattoo?
Call me!
JP, you want to prove it? Show us your tattoo! Show us your tattoo, JP!
Call me! Call me!
Micah's blood is on your hand! Micah's
He's gonna do it
blood
again.
is on
There
your
it is.
hand!
There it is. There it is.
On your hand!
It hurts, don't it? It hurts.
World would, oh my gosh. Crazy.
Here it is. Okay, I can't spend 15 minutes laughing. I got to keep going. Sorry.
You could.
I'm a teddy bear.
And what kind of a pathetic person wants to take a picture of me out on the beach and then spend their social media energy saying I have a fake tattoo that wasn't there, was there, wasn't there?
Come on, bro.
You need a job. Like, you need a life. You need to find somebody that loves you, somebody that can spend their life with you, and y'all can like go out and go to the movies and go on dates, and you need to go to church. Okay.
Oh, JP, we already have that, and we think the tattoo's still fake.
And go on dates, and you need to go to church. Okay, I don't think you're satisfied, so.
Cottonelle. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh my gosh.
Got wipes, right? Get a wipe. Trying to avoid the whole gut picture because nobody wants to see that.
What is he got? Cottonelle moist wipes? Look at this. He grabbed a Cottonelle moist wipe.
Nobody. You ready? So these won't wipe off. Look, oh, and they're still there. Oh, Right, that's my anyway.
Thug life.
And so
Thug
all
life.
right. Me and Mike had that one was a matching one too. Okay, ready? Ready? It's wait. Let's see. Wait. It's still there. Oh my God. Wait, it's still there. Wait. Oh, super hard. Still there, buddy. And if Robbie Harvey needs to see it in person, I'll show him. Okay, I've had a chance to calm down, and I need to apologize. So the person that said that the tattoo was fake, and the person that did said that I was a pathological liar. I'm sorry for getting mad at you. I'm sorry. You're not stupid. You're not dumb. You're not ignorant. You're not a moron. I can't think of anything else I said. Maybe I just had those thoughts in my head. But just so you know, the tattoo is still there. Look, it's still there. I'm outside of our porch, and it's still there.
Hey, that's typical what he does, right? He says something, he spouts off out of reaction and emotion, and then he comes back and goes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And then leaves the video up there. You know he wasn't sorry. He would have took it down.
Oh yeah, because of course he had to just mention as well. It's still there. It is still there. In case you were wondering.
You idiot, right? He's saying that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, but it's still there, you idiot.
Let's see. Let's share these again real quick. We'll share them here.
Love your humor, CJ. You're really awesome, man. I know I keep using that word awesome, but you're I look up and when I Google awesome, your picture always comes up, and so every time I think of you, I think of the word awesome.
I appreciate that, man. No, it's normal.
It's true though. The Google thing ain't true. You know that.
Yeah, no, I just try and be normal and treat others how they.
I mean, Rosie. Hey, I do have a day job. I'm gonna have to jump off. I got another call. But thank you so much. If you're still on, I might try to jump back in. I feel really honored, CJ. That you actually, invite me on as a guest, and you trust me that, off the cuff, I'm not going to say something silly and stupid that's going to harm anybody. And I just want to thank you, brother. Like I said, let's, if you can make that trip a little bit longer next time, it'd be really fun to hang out, man. I mean, we could do some really cool, off the cuff things that'll just be fun around here, act like a tourist, instead of just coming for work.
I've been to Myrtle Beach. I don't know. Let me see how many times. 15 times in the last year and a half, somewhere around there. And I only got to go to the beach for maybe a couple hours out of that whole time. So
in our luck, we'll probably run into JP.
I would love to. I would love to have more chill time, but man, I can't never catch up on my work. I'm always working. So, but I'm gonna
work's
be there.
Work's gonna be there. Hey, listen, work's gonna be there. CJ, leisure, you got to make time for.
Yeah,
really. I know everybody thinks that leisure is all we do, and we got to press and make time for work, but it's totally opposite, man.
No, I get it, but where I'm coming from is 1 minute that I relax is another minute that I gotta wait for the goal. And, and so to me, that's why it's just work, because I'm trying to get to that goal. I'm trying to have that office. I'm trying to have a team around me. I'm trying to have company picnics and all these different things, And so I just got that office building in mind.
Hey, I told you, I hear you, brother. You know my personal situation, and I'm pressing, and I'm speaking to you to try to speak to myself, because I don't have any time. It's just one thing to the next, and sometimes I have to tell myself, I got to take time with my daughter, I got to take time with my son, I got to take some time with my wife, and I got to take some time with my friends, and I speak it and I say it, and I do live it. It's just it's really tough. That I know how tough it is to try to find some leisure time and some time to just laugh some time to just chill, take that day off. Um, you know, work's always going to be there, like I said. So I'm basically preaching to myself. But I want to say that to everybody in this community. Hey, everybody, guys and gals, it's tough. It can weigh you down. We get so focused and hyper focused, and we we need to all take time, to relax, and reflect, so that we can be recharged, so that we can continue this fight. Okay.
Oh yeah, I get my recharge once a week when I crash out. Seriously, everybody knows. Trust me, everybody knows me. I've ever since I started the show. There's so many people who are like, "You gotta take a break," and it's like, man, I wish I could put people inside my mind and inside my soul so they could see the drive that I have and the goal and everything that I'm trying to work for. I look at it like this.
Thank you, Miss Cosmo.
I've done so many different things, when it comes to my life, and the last year and a half, 2 years from this point on, it's living for others, because I had the time where it was living for the children, and then it's living for me after graduation, and creating their own path, and and then I had my me time for a few years where I did stuff that I wanted to do. And now the last year and a half, 2 years, until the day that I pass, it's going to be about other people. And so
Amen.
that's
the Spirit of God, brother. That's the true, living, loving God Spirit.
When I do want to take a break, it's hard for me to, because I know that there's more effort, more energy, more time that I can help somebody else. And so it's not necessarily that I don't want to take the time, because I do get little teeny bits here and there, but to me it's more of a guilt thing, where if I'm just hanging out doing something that I want to do, I feel guilty about it, because it's like, man, I could have spent that time helping somebody else. So it's one of those conflict of soul kind of things, the conversation
I know.
with your soul.
Feel guilty for sleeping. Feel guilty for taking that time off. Feel guilty for and. Well, we got a goal. God give us the strength to keep us all together. Love everybody here. Thank you for all your kind words. I wished I could respond. I'm like CJ. I wished I could just jump in and just let everybody see what I'm thinking. And I just try my best to let y'all see it. But I really love all of you guys, gals, ladies, gentlemen. Love you, CJ. I love you, Rosie. Might see you over in South Africa sometime. You guys have a great day.
It was so good to meet you.
Yes, it's so nice. Are you in close to Zambia over there at all? Or that's the west side?
No, Gauteng.
No. Oh, okay. All right. Well, love everybody in chat. Thank you. I'm seeing all you saying. Thank you. I wished I could name you all by name, but it's CJ's show, and love you. And I'll call in again soon. Thanks, CJ, for the invite.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
I love you, man. Love you, man. Thank you. All right,
bye-bye. And thank you for your time, too, and coming on here and sharing. All right, so we're about 1 minute past, but it's all good. We're going to go ahead and give the Justice for Micah bracelet away. So if you have one already, just like any of the giveaways, if you have one already, sometimes I even pop up on this thing. If you have one already, we're gonna go ahead and go to the next person. That way, it does get spread out. So I'm gonna hold on. We'll do a countdown. I'll do 55 seconds. If you want to hashtag it as much as you want, I'm gonna give it about 50 seconds, and then we'll go ahead and hit the button and see who gets the new one. And then, like I said, on the next show, let me go to solo here. On the next show, I got to turn it a certain way. There we go.
Yeah.
Her fight is my fight. Hashtag justice for Micah on the bottom here. And then you got the purple ribbon with the purple boxing gloves. I suggest anybody, listen, it's easy. You know, if it comes apart, it's as simple as taking a razor and scraping your back window. Please put these on your back windows so that way when you're sitting at a stoplight, you're sitting in McDonald's parking lot, you're sitting, you know, you're wherever, you're on vacation. Whoever's behind you sitting at that stoplight is going to sit there and go, huh, what's, if they don't know, hashtag justice for Micah. Let me look that up. It's awareness. The best way, because we all travel, what's more of a better way to spread the awareness than having this on the back of your window? People will look it up because they'll be sitting there bored at that stoplight and they'll be like, huh, I wonder what that is if they don't know. So we'll give that away on the next show. All right. It is time to hit that button. I'm going to go ahead and hit it. And let's see who wins. Yep, I seen me pop up on there. Nana Rough Rider, congratulations. You are the winner of the hashtag Justice for Micah bracelet. Do me a favor. Let me know you're still in chat. Let me know you're still in chat, Nana Rough Rider. Nope, you don't have to be a member. You just have to be a sub. Let me know if you're still in chat. Like I said, we'll be giving this away on the next show. Is she still there?
I think there is a bit of a delay as well.
What's up, She's a Wildflower? Love it. How are you doing? And please hit the like if you haven't yet. It is the free way to help out the show. Let me know, Nana. Email me where you need me to send it, and we'll go ahead and get it out in the mail in the next couple days here. I should be able to do it tomorrow, actually. Well, if I don't hear anything back before the next show, then we'll go ahead. I'm seeing some people say they never saw her in here. Are you here? Well, reach out to me. Email me, evilcj@gmail.com. If I don't get an email by the next show, then we'll go ahead and do a bracelet and we'll give away that. Thank you all. Appreciate that. Thanks for supporting the show, and thanks for bringing awareness to this. If you see Nana in chat, let me know too. All right, let me see here. I wanted to get into... Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. And then I'll upload that video of the protesters getting sprayed. I'll upload that after the show is over. Let's see. So we'll put that there. Let's see. Make sure I'm covering everything here. All right. I wanted to check out this video. Where'd it go? I apologize.
No problem. Still settling back into the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and kind of quickly too, because I woke up late, and when I got home, I literally I didn't unpack or nothing. I just came home and went to bed.
I'm sure.
So when I woke up late, I had to unpack and set up everything and make sure everything was connected right. Where
Can
did
I
it
just
go?
get thrown into it? I also forgot to explain I have electrical issues again, so I'm not on camera. If anybody, sorry about that, everyone. Forgot to say so. I'm sitting in the dock.
Aw, it's all right. I wanted to check out this episode. Now, we were oh, where's Nana Rough Rider? Is she in chat? Or maybe somebody typed her name.
I think so.
I wanted to play this episode. I would love to have Agatha May on the show sometime. I think it'd be really awesome. She has a video about who is Susie Skinner. And I wanted to check that out with you guys if you haven't seen it yet. We're going to be getting into a lot of that stuff coming up. And so Agatha May Detective Agency, I love the channel name, has done a lot of great videos about the characters and the other people that are involved beyond JP. Has done an amazing job. The presentation is amazing. I love the work. I love the thumbnails even. So we're going to check this out. And it's going to talk a little bit more about who's Susie Skinner. Now, a couple shows ago, we did go through Chris Skinner. It was a great episode. We watched an inspirational speech and his story and how things, took place and how he got into the situation that he was in. And then we're going to be going more deeper into it. This next week coming up, I'm going to be here in the studio for a few days, and we're going back out on location, and we're going to be doing some more stuff about the Chris Skinner story when we go back out there. So we're going to be doing some of that too. Now, when we heard his story, we haven't heard anything about Susie Skinner. We just know that Chris Skinner and Susie were attending. There was some issues when it came to the time being spent and such. And then 2 weeks before Chris passes, he confronts JP about activities with his wife. And then all of a sudden, somebody passes away. Some time goes by. Micah passes away. And guess who he was with when she passed away? You've seen the pictures. It's like, wow, man. Wow, man. You think how it even started with Micah, So that's what I don't understand about some of these people out here is that you see if your relationship starts off as cheating, it's going to happen to you too. I mean, it's not rocket science. And you can see it's a repetitive thing with him. You're with somebody, you got to be with somebody else. You got to be with somebody else. I think it's an attention thing, I think is what it is. He doesn't get the attention that he craves, so he needs to go get it from somebody else because he makes the people that he's with too busy to even spend any time with him. That's why you always hear the stories of how Micah was the running a lot of the programs, and it was looking like it was Micah and her family's church. And there was even a thing on Facebook. Let me play that for you guys real quick because I thought it was really cool. It was when her family was up there, and even her dad was up there playing some music up there. They were doing so much. They were doing so much for the church, and they were so their presence was always there. There was some people thought it was literally uh, their church, and not JP's. Let me play this video. I sent it to myself. I don't know why it doesn't show. Yeah, here it is right here. We're going to play this real quick. Here is from the Facebook group page, and then we'll get into this Agatha May episode. Hopefully this link fits. Okay, cool. So here's the link for this, and we're going to listen to this real quick. I thought this was an amazing video. This was at Solid Rock at Market Common, October 14th, 2021. And this is when Micah's family, her dad even hopped up on stage and was lead singing and playing lead guitar. Really cool video.
Our parody today, Billy Joel parody sung by my father-in-law visiting from Texas this week. Here we go.
Good morning, Solid Rock. Let's stand on our feet this morning. Let's worship. Let's praise. Come on. We worship the God who was. We worship the God who is. We worship the God who evermore will be. He opened the prison door. He parted the raging sea. My God, hold the victory. There's joy in the house of the Lord. There's joy in the house of the Lord today. We won't be quiet. We shout out the praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Our God is surely in this place. We won't be quiet. We sing His praise. We won't be quiet. We shout out the praise.
All right. I wanted to play that real quick.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That was beautiful.
And there's the link for you guys if you want to save it for yourself. All right, give me 1 second. Now we're going to get into this Agatha May video, talking about Susie Skinner. Give me 1 second. Let me get the channel again. Here is this. All right, now we're going to check out this episode about Susie Skinner. Love Agatha May, great channel here. Definitely go sub if you're not. Hit the like over there if you haven't, and leave a heart or a trophy or something. Leave a comment too.
Back to the Agatha May Detective Agency. I'm Agatha May, and in this video, we're taking a look at Susie Skinner,
Here's the
John
link.
Paul Miller's alleged concubine, just to keep it biblical. Before I get started into Susie's story, let me tell you that from what I've been able to find, she seems rather boring, bland, vanilla.
Whoa.
She has the opposite of pizzazz, which is why her nickname is Susie Plain Baked Potato Skinner.
Whoa.
I haven't found a single article, post, or write-up that shows that she dazzles in any area. Maybe she just seems extra lackluster because she's following Wayne Crank Up the Crazy Miller. Suzanne Lynn Jeffress Skinner was born in 1975 in Wilmington, Delaware, to parents who seem entirely normal. She grew up in Pennsylvania, and her father owned a land surveying company in the Oxford, Pennsylvania area. And at one time, his hobby was making cheese. Now, how wholesome is that? Unlike John Paul's father, Susie's father doesn't seem to have skirted the law and dabbled and sometimes just dove head first into questionable and at times illegal deeds his entire life. Now, Susie's mother, on the other hand, is quite the derelict. In 2006, Mama received a ticket for an improper U-turn, and I think the family is still reeling from the scandal of it all. Susie attended Oxford Area High School in Oxford, Pennsylvania. Oxford is a small borough in Chester County, and in 2020 had a population of 5,733. Oxford is in the middle of Amish country, and even though Susie's family isn't Amish, I wonder if she knows how to churn butter. In high school, Susie participated in track and field, was on the tennis team, and was an alto in the choir. I think the choir bit surprised me because she doesn't really look like a singer. I don't know what kind of look singers have, but Susie doesn't have it. She looks like a butter churner. And do you think the Amish insult each other with things like, "You churn butter like a girl," Susie graduated from Oxford Area High School in 1993, went on to receive a degree in physical therapy. Then she got the heck out of Pennsylvania and moved to Virginia. Well, that is exciting, isn't it? In 2000, Susie was working at a hospital in Fishersville, Virginia as a physical therapist. Now, Fishersville is another small town, but no one seems to be able to pin down how many people actually inhabit it. One source has the population at 9,629. Another has it as 4,998. And yet another source has the population at 7,462. Did the people in Fishersville not hold still long enough for anyone to get a proper count? Anyway, while Susie was working amongst the wildly fluctuating population of Fishersville, her future husband Chris came to the hospital for physical therapy. I don't think Susie knew at the time that he was her future husband. Earlier that year, Chris and a friend were returning home from a night of drinking at a wedding. Chris unbuckled his seatbelt just long enough to spit tobacco out of the window, and in that moment, his friend lost control of the car. Chris was thrown from the vehicle, his spinal cord was severed, and he was paralyzed from the shoulders down. They were only 700 yards from their destination. Don't drink and drive. Wear your seatbelts. After Chris and Susie's initial meeting, they parted ways and didn't see each other for 2 years. In 2002, Susie was once again Chris's therapist, and one of them turned on the charm, which I'm guessing it was Chris, and they started dating. They became engaged in 2003 and were married in January of 2004. Now, there was a blog post about Susie on Solid Rock Church's website that was taken down after Micah's death because they didn't want people to read about Susie. But the people at Solid Rock don't realize that websites can be archived, and people like me can go find the archived information. So in the post, Susie was recounting how Chris proposed to her. Quote, "There was a handicap-accessible hiking trail in the mountains of Radford, and he proposed on this overlook. Actually, now that I think about it, that was the trail we walked on our first date. I forgot about that." End quote. Ah, geez, baked tater. Chris goes out of his way to find a meaningful spot to propose, and it took you 17 years to put 2 and 2 together. Susie might be simple. In 2007, Chris and Susie became parents to twins. Now, Susie and Chris seem to have moved around Virginia quite a bit, and I'd like to think it's because they were robbing banks across the East Coast and couldn't stay in one place very long. But I'm sure it was for an entirely different, completely mundane reason. The most nefarious crimes that Susie seems to have committed during this time were traffic violations. And not even exciting ones, like going 100 miles an hour while driving down the wrong side of the road, topless with a beer in one hand and a cigarette in the other, while Highway to Hell is blasting from the radio. Instead, Susie's infractions were things like parking tickets. In 2013, Chris, Susie, and the twins landed in Myrtle Beach, and in 2018, had the terrible misfortune of becoming members of Solid Rock Church. On September 6th, 2021, Chris Skinner drowned in a community pool. He was said to be meeting someone to play chess that morning and instead ended up in the pool strapped in his wheelchair. There were security cameras that showed he was alone at the time he went into the pool. The police ruled it an accident. As far as I know, whoever he was expected to play chess with never showed up or made themselves known. After Chris's death, MyOriNews.com ran an article about a paddle out, which was a group of people on surfboards and paddleboards that paddled out into the ocean as a way to memorialize Chris. The paddlers came back, by the way. They didn't stay out in the ocean. In the article, Susie was quoted as saying this about Chris. Quote, If he was having a good day, you knew it, and he was feeling fun and being funny. If he was having a bad day, you knew it, but you knew exactly why. He was so in touch with his thoughts and why he was feeling exactly the way he was feeling. It was really neat to talk to a person like that. End quote. So that's how Susie describes talking to her husband of 17 years. It was really neat. It was swell. It was nifty. It was apt. In the same article, Susie also had the following to say about Chris's death. It's hard and it's emotional. Well, way to bare your soul, Susie. That's not how I expect anyone to talk about their spouse suddenly dying. I would expect sentiments like, I'm devastated, I'm crushed, I'm torn, my heart is broken, I miss him so much, I'm still in shock. But Susie just tells everyone it's emotional. Maybe she just isn't good with expressing emotion. Or maybe she's a cyborg. There's been speculation as to whether or not Chris's death was suspicious, but I'll let John Paul's first wife Allison start this conversation. Now, Allison has recently filed for a custody change with John Paul. In an affidavit, she alleges that in 2021, quote, JP began spending time with his now paramour, Susie, who was the mother of the boys that play on our son's soccer team. JP began using our son to facilitate times he could spend with Susie, which our children were well aware of. Their friends talked about it, and it caused them a tremendous amount of embarrassment. When I learned that JP was exposing our children to yet another one of his adulterous affairs, I confronted JP and Susie and told them not to let it happen again. JP called me the day Susie's husband died in an alleged drowning accident, extremely upset and asking me to pray, which was incredibly bizarre. Based upon information and belief, just 2 weeks prior to this incident, Susie's husband had confronted JP and asked him to leave his wife and children alone. It is chilling to know that the spouses of both Susie and JP are now dead from tragic events. End quote. Now, I don't think we even need to read between the lines to grasp that Allison might be worried that Chris's death was not an accident and that JP or Susie or both might have had something to do with it. And this is a woman who was married to John Paul for 16 years, so she knows him. Now, there isn't any evidence that I know of that show that Chris's death was anything other than an accident. And if Micah was still alive, I don't think anyone would question Chris's drowning. But things are different now, aren't they? The day before Chris Skinner's death, John Paul preached a sermon where he said the following, quote, I can't tell you how many people in this church have been abused by somebody that was supposed to love them and protect them, and it causes them to hold back who God made them to be. And they feel like, and I gave this analogy last week, you feel like you're drowning, and that person is, every time you come up for air, they're pushing you back down underwater. End quote. When looking into Chris's death, I came across the probate filing. Now, I'll be the first to admit that I am not well versed in probate law, but I did find something I think is odd on the records. On their probate records, Horry County has a non-probate column and a probate column. So assets, such as real estate that might not be subject to probate, would go in the non-probate column. Now, Susie and Chris's house, which they owned, isn't listed as an asset in either column. In fact, her only assets listed were other for $25,000. Fun fact, in South Carolina, $25,000 is also the threshold for determining if an estate goes to probate or not.
Wow.
Well, that's just downright uncanny.
This is shout
Less
out
than
to
3 years
XMA.
after Chris Skinner's death, like Chris, Micah's body was found in water. John Paul preached both memorial services. After photos of Susie and John Paul at dinner 4 days after Micah's death were published, Susie released the following statement, quote, "He is my friend. His wife died 4 days ago, and he had no one to eat with. He asked some people to sit with him, but no one could go. So when he asked if I could go, I went. We've been friends for years. It wasn't a date. People also said he killed his wife, but we think she called the police before she did that and said she bought a gun and wanted to kill herself and wanted to make sure they could ping her phone so her family could find her body." This is from the nurse at the hospital. "Then she did it. She has attempted suicide before. She is schizophrenic, bipolar, and has dependent personality disorder. She put herself off her medication starting in December, against her doctor's orders and JP's wishes, and even texted her family to tell them she was doing it. This is the longest she has ever been off lithium since being diagnosed in 2017. A few weeks ago, she threw a belt out of the car while driving on the highway because she thought it was a snake. She was recently playing chess alone and talking to herself, and when they asked her what she was doing, she said playing chess with the demon. She was very, not extremely, mentally ill, and the people who post things like this on social media haven't spoken to her or JP in years. They were part of his first church that ended in 2015. So none of that is what people make it look like." End quote. Well, that's a lot to unpack. But let's start with why JP feels he needs to hide his phone screen from side chick. She might just be one of many side dishes. So, according to Susie, she was his last choice as a dinner companion, a dinner that definitely, positively, wasn't even remotely close to being a date. She seems to know an awfully lot about Micah and what supposedly happened the day she died for someone who was just a last choice friend. Now, when she says, "But we think she called the police," who is we? Are there two of you, Susie? Did you absorb a twin in the womb and still feel that he or she is with you? I'm going to guess the we is her and John Paul. I'm also going to guess that Susie is just regurgitating the same list of diagnoses that John Paul spouts. When telling about the belt, who is they? Why is Susie using so many vague pronouns? Also, these photos were allegedly taken in November of 2023, and that is not how a man looks at a woman who is his last choice friend. But maybe, once again, John Paul just couldn't get anyone to go to eat with him that day. You're such a last choice pal, Suze. And I believe Micah actually did say that she was playing chess with the demon, but I think she said it in reference to John Paul. I think he knows that too, and that's why he's trying to make it sound like she literally thought she was playing chess with the demon. He's the demon and was playing games with her, and she was trying to stay a couple of steps ahead. I'm sure it's just a coincidence that chess is mentioned in both spouses' deaths. When Susie said she was very not mentally ill, I think she actually meant to say she was very, if not extremely, mentally ill. Strange how those little slips peek through. Also, when Susie says that the people that are talking about John Paul are from his old church, she is incorrect. John Paul didn't have two churches, just two buildings. Well, actually, three buildings. It's always been the same church. There were people from the old location that moved to his new location with them, but that was in 2013. And I have talked to several of these people. I've also looked at the website archives, and the only difference in the website between 2015 and 2016 is that the photo of John Paul and Allison that was on the homepage in 2015 was changed to just photos of John Paul in 2016. Now, he might have stepped down from preaching for a short time, But from the looks of it, that was just so he'd have time to stalk and harass Allison. This is also the time when John Paul confessed to the church that he had had inappropriate encounters with underage girls at the church. He was supposed to get counseling, but Allison states in her child custody filing that she doesn't think he ever did. The elders of the church wanted him to step down, but he owns the building. He owns the church. And much like his father, he isn't going to let anyone tell him what to do. Prior to Micah's death, Susie's daughter had posted a photo of notes she had written about John Paul and Susie's relationship. The relationship that Susie says doesn't exist.
Wow.
In the notes, her daughter is praying that John Paul will change his ways and that Susie will stop seeing him. Neither of those things have happened. The notes also indicate that while Susie might be as bland as white rice that is still a little crunchy and still has some water in the bottom of the pan because someone didn't cook it correctly, she doesn't seem to have a problem lying to the world. I don't know what Susie sees in Pee-wee the Monkey Boy, but her daughter seems to be a much better judge of character than she is. Given the allegations of JP's proclivity for young girls, I'd be concerned that he is more interested in Susie's daughter than in Susie. She needs to be a good mother and dump the little weasel.
Wow. This is
In reading about Susie and Chris's story, Susie often mentions that she appreciated Chris's openness and honesty. Well, her taste in men has drastically changed, hasn't it? As an armchair psychologist, I wonder if Susie embraced the role of a martyr during her years of caring for Chris, and now feels as though she deserves some excitement after her years of servitude. I think that would be completely understandable. But if this is the case, there are so many other ways to live an exciting life without stooping to the level of John Paul. Can she not really see who he is? Is she blinded by love? Or is she as unprincipled as he is? Inquiring minds want to know, Suze. How does she go from being someone that Chris described as, quote, goody-goody, to being someone that chooses to become involved with the likes of John Paul? The choices she makes in the next few months are going to heavily affect the rest of her life. Her children will soon be making their way into the world, and if she can't make a healthy decision for herself, she needs to do it for them.
Wow.
And if she can't do it for them, then we'll know that she actually is a perfect match for John Paul Miller. As far as I know, Susie Skinner is not being investigated for any crime and is not a person of interest in any investigation.
Very detective.
She is innocent until proven guilty. So I am working on the video about JP's trusty sidekick, Trisha, and I've been waiting for some documents so I can verify a piece of information.
Yeah.
However, if I don't get the information soon, I'm going to go ahead and release the video. Thank you so much for watching.
Such a great job. I would love to have her on the show sometime. I think it would be awesome.
She's amazing.
Yeah, she does such a great job. And I want to say thank you to Caddy. Here's a link for an article about, and I just dropped that video too. It's the 4K raw video. I know as we're doing our live shows, you don't get the ultimate clarity. That's why I like to upload the different videos into the video section, because the ultimate clarity does go through on those. So if you want to see that 4K raw video of guy coming up and squirting, it's uploaded for you. We're going to read this article here. And this was just actually from a few hours ago that this was written. Micah Miller protesters at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina church sprayed by sprinklers claim assault. We all know it was assault. That was obvious. You can see the recording. Protesters at Solid Rock Church in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina on Sunday, June 30th, 2024, talk with police. A video shows protesters being sprayed by an apparent church member. Protesters outside Solid Rock Church at Market Common in Myrtle Beach were sprayed with a sprinkler by what appears to be a church member Sunday morning, leading to some to press charges. A TikTok video posted by a person who goes by, he got the same video, but I didn't get to upload it until today, just with the drive. Who grabs the sprinkler and sprays them. Myrtle Beach police were on the scene. Several people claimed to file assault charges against a church member. We do have the 4K raw video for you, though, the only one. Myrtle Beach police could not be reached for comment on Sunday. Here's another photo. People have been protesting against the church and its former pastor, John Paul Miller, since the beginning of June. In April, Micah Miller, John Paul Miller's wife, committed self-unaliving, according to police. On Sunday morning, John Paul Miller allegedly set up sprinklers around Solid Rock church grounds before the church service. Protesters showed up standing along the sidewalk outside the church before the morning service. There was also a man dressed as Jesus. Shout out, Jay. Thanks for hopping on the show. Appreciate you. These people are not protesting. Solid Rock believes in the right to protest. These people... Wow. These people, listen to this. Wow. What the hell is this? These people are not protesting. Solid Rock believes in the right to protest. These people are pagans who are trying to stop Christians from worshiping. They slander, they speak evil lies, they take pictures of children, and they wear masks while standing in front of parishioners who try to enter and leave the house of the Lord. These vicious pagans stand in the streets using illegal blowhorns and laugh at the city police because the city is doing nothing to stop them from harassing Christians who simply want to worship together for 1 hour. John Paul Miller wrote in an email to the Sun News. He says they make a mockery of the Christian faith, having a man dressed up like Jesus walking around scaring innocent parishioners as they enter church. I didn't know. John Paul Miller said he has tried to speak to the protesters in the city about church members' rights to worship, but feels his concerns were dismissed. They scream justice, but have no knowledge of the meaning of that word. They did not even know Micah Miller, nor do they care about the truth behind why she died. They don't care about mental illness that she suffered. They don't care about her heart for Africa and the children of Kenya and her home church. And they don't care about the reason Micah passed away too early, John Paul Miller wrote. Again, quote, we don't mind them protesting, but we do mind not being allowed to worship Jesus for 1 hour together in the city of Myrtle Beach. JP, call me, man, because I've been saying you need more than a minute and a half TikTok video to be heard. This is, I would like to, let's have a talk. Let's have a talk about what you feel, man, because I'm not a pagan. I don't slander and speak evil lies. I don't take pictures of children. I don't, the mask thing, I mean, come on. Who cares? Illegal blowhorns? If they were illegal, don't you think they'd be taken away? None of us have harassed any of the people coming in and out. What else here? Screaming justice, that's what we've done since we started this show. I do know what the meaning of justice is. That's what we're about. To say that I don't or we don't care about her mental illness that she suffered, are you out of your damn mind? That we don't care for her heart for Africa and the children of Kenya or her home church? What are you talking about, bro? And we don't care about the reason she passed away too early? That's why we're doing what we're doing. This is the stuff right here that will create and push a narrative of untruths. Are we going around? Do you see the posters that people are carrying with certain backgrounds of the church members? Do you think those are made up? No, they're real. What has anybody said that is a lie? You can't hide from the FBI. No people, no church is true. It's not a lie. Justice for Micah? What do you think justice for Micah means? Maybe instead of blaming us for not knowing what justice for Micah is, maybe you should do a reality check and ask yourself, do you know what the word justice means? And do you know what justice for Micah means? Because when you want to say people don't care about the mental health issues that she suffered, you're the one going on TikTok videos slandering your wife. You're the one making the videos. Hell, you were preaching to your congregation about your wife's mental health struggles. What fucking husband, forget the pastor, what fucking husband does that to their wife, bro? Step the fuck up. This shit right here, bro, you're looking like a damn fool. Your little minute and a half TikTok videos looking like a fucking fool. Everything that you wanted to blame Micah for that you were doing to her, now you're doing this to us and you want to blame us for it too. Stop with the gaslighting, bro. You're already on a fast track there. Why are you adding nitro to it? Why are you adding nitro to the gas that you're already using to light your ass through? Because you're just going to get there quicker. I'm going to read this again because let me blow it up so y'all can see it better.
Yeah.
I can't believe what I've just
I'm speechless. Yeah.
what I've just read.
Me neither.
Where in the hell do you come up with this? So he reached out. J.P. Miller reached out to the Sun News and left an email. He reached out. I don't know where they got these pictures because I didn't see any news people there. So I don't know where they got these photos. I didn't see anybody that was from the news. Unless they took a photo from one of our streams or something. That might be it. That might be a photo from my stream,
Probably.
actually. It probably is. Because I don't. That's not an angle you get off TikTok. That's an angle you get off of my stream, which is wide angle. We don't do the up and down. We do the wide screen. That way you guys get the most view that you can. And I do want to go back over my episode to see exactly what we picked up with that too. Micah Miller protesters at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina church sprayed by sprinklers claim assault. It was assault. We know that. I'll show that video to you guys after we're done reading through this. Protesters outside Solid Rock Church at Market Common in Myrtle Beach were sprayed with a sprinkler by what appears to be a church member Sunday morning, leading some to press charges. He was a church member. He walked out of the church. We've seen him before. He's been to the church before. It's not appears to be. Is that did he include that in the email to the Sun News? He's not a member. He's just some guy. I don't know. I don't want to take responsibility for him. Myrtle Beach police could not be reached for comment on Sunday because you weren't there. People have been protesting against the church and its former pastor, John Paul Miller, since the beginning of June. In April, Micah Miller, John Paul Miller's wife, committed cell phone unaliving on Sunday morning. John Paul Miller allegedly set up sprinklers around Solid Rock Church grounds before the service. Just like when we showed up, I told you guys, this come on now. There's sprinklers here. You can put two and two together. It was obviously planned. Protesters showed up standing along the sidewalk outside the church before the morning service. There was also a man dressed as Jesus. These people are not protesting, according to J.P. Miller. Solid Rock believes in the right to protest. These people are pagans who are trying to stop Christians from worshiping. They slander, they speak evil lies, they take pictures of children, and they wear masks while standing in front of the parishioners who try to enter and leave the house of the Lord. The message that's getting promoted here. These vicious pagans, vicious, stand in the streets using illegal blowhorns and laugh at the city police. When have we laughed at the city police? We respect them. Check the tape, JP. There's plenty of footage to show you how it really goes down outside. There's plenty of footage. Laugh at city police because the city is doing nothing to stop them from harassing Christians who simply want to worship together for 1 hour. John Paul Miller wrote in an email to the Sun News. They make a mockery of the Christian faith, having a man dressed up like Jesus walk around scaring innocent parishioners as they enter church. He's asking to pray for them. What do you mean? How is that scaring? Oh my God, Mom, he has to pray for me. The hell?
That is terrifying, right? Yeah.
Sprinklers shout, "No people, no church." The man then puts the sprinkler back on the ground after he sprays the protesters. Then a police officer moves the sprinkler away from the group because he was trying to put it even closer to the protesters. 5 to 6 are. It's nice to see he's selling his stuff to the Sun News too. A group of people have been protesting outside Solid Rock Church since June 2nd. The Sun News visited the first protest and saw people shouting at members as they entered the church from Sunday service. There have been theories online saying John Paul Miller allegedly did da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But we all know it's coming from Micah. Come on, why would she make it up? She's a woman of Christ. John Paul Miller said he has tried to speak to the protesters. That was his lame attempt, right? Hey, I want to speak to you. Will you come inside? No, we can talk right here. He doesn't want to have nothing to do with it. He don't even want to call me from the comfort of his own home. He says he has tried to speak to the protesters in the city about church members' right to worship, but felt his concerns were dismissed. No, they're just not valid, sir. They scream justice, but have no knowledge of the meaning of that word. They did not even know Micah Miller, nor did they care about the truth behind why she passed. They don't care about her mental health illness that she suffered. They don't care about her heart for Africa and the children of Kenya and her home church. They don't care about the reason Micah passed away too early. John Paul Miller wrote again, "We don't mind them protesting, but we do mind not being allowed to worship Jesus for 1 hour together in the city of Myrtle Beach. And I can guarantee you right now, that's the same message that he's preaching to his congregation."
Exactly.
The same message. These are vicious. What's the exact word? These people are not protesting. These are vicious pagans standing in the streets, scaring people. What? Maybe he's watching somebody else's stream. Because on ours, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm going to show you the video again. It is assault. It's nothing but assault when you see what this gentleman does.
No people, no church. 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 Just little babies. No people, no church. That's assault. That's assault. That's assault. This is he's splitting us. This mother's over here. No people, no church. 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 No people, no church.
Hey, let him handle it.
No people, no church. 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 No people, no church.
There's the video for the 4K if you want to see it. That's assault. I don't know what this article's talking about. Maybe reach out to somebody that knows what the hell they're talking about. The Sun News. Yeah. Maybe I should send an email to the Sun News and let them know what's going on. Why not? Or send them a video link.
You should.
Maybe what I'll do is I'll make a video out of this, upload it, and I'll email them the link and tell them to take 10 minutes out of their time to watch what the truth is.
It's a good idea. I really think you should.
Because we're gonna go. I'm gonna click on this link. We're gonna go to this live that I did at the latest one. Like I said, they're all there. If people are confused about anything, check the tape.
I'm going to try and do that today.
What's wrong?
Oh, no.
Nobody's...
No. Get that for your... Get that... No.
See, nothing. What's wrong? See, you see the sprinklers, how they're going out in the street? There's cars driving by getting sprayed with water. What if you just paid $25 for a frickin' car wash, and then you're driving down the street and you don't want to cross the yellow line because then you don't want to get suspicious of drunk driving or something, and then all of a sudden your whole car is sprayed and you just paid $25 to wash the damn thing? This is before the gentleman came out and sprayed the protesters. He's going to. So there's more going on over here. Nothing. See?
All right, you guys, what I'm going to do.
Justice for Micah. You can't hide from the FBI. all of these different sources. There's nothing disrespectful here. Yeah, the Sun News should show up. Don't be taking somebody's account. Look, you can come here. There's some people that just listen. You got the widescreen here. You can see a hell. You can 3 times more. You can see. Have at it. There's all respectful.
All right.
We were told we could use the bullhorns as long as we're on the side that I'm on is where you can use the bullhorns. Still, what's wrong? Justice for Micah. Nobody's crossing any boundaries. Nobody's being disrespectful.
This is squirt.
All right, so you can.
There were a lot more people.
Sorry, go ahead, Rosie. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Hello?
Are you talking to me right now? Because it was me in
Yeah.
the video talking.
Oh, it was you in the video? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, okay. Oh,
No,
man.
it's confusing. I know.
Okay. I thought you were talking.
No, I mean, I was, but not now. Yeah.
You can see him coming out right there. So here's another angle. And let me go full screen on this so you can see it better.
Yeah, it does look like it, actually.
Hold on. Why is it not going bigger than that? Hold on. Why is it not going bigger than that? Something's up with StreamYard. Hold on. There we go. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard here. Shoot, I lost the yeah, it was right as I was getting back in.
Today. I hope you're all good.
Okay, so it should be coming up here. Are we still on full screen? Yes, we are. No, we're not. Why is it? Oh, no. I was not on full screen on the stream? That's what it is. I don't know how that happened. Shoot.
There were a lot more people.
All right. So now he picks it up. You can see him walk over there. Just start spraying everybody. Now he's putting it back in the ground.
Yeah, it does look like it, actually.
Sorry, guys. I don't know how that happened. It should have been full. Still trying to put it down. Now the officer's coming over to him. And now you can see him walking the sprinkler back. So I'll show it again where you can see him just go walk over, pick it up. He just walks over, picks it up. Like nobody's even like interfering. Watch. He'll just walk over. And he'll just pick it up. Nobody's even bothering him. Nobody said anything. Nothing. He just literally walks over, picks it up, and then just goes to do it. Now he's coming out of the church. He's walking right over to it. See the lady in the purple shirt? Not even close to him. He literally just walks over, picks it up, and then starts to spray. Protest Jesus first, and then starts spraying everybody else. Now, the cop was way over on the other side of the street. And one of the protesters gets the cop's attention. And then you saw the video that we showed you with the actual whole thing getting down.
No people, no church. No people, no church. No people, no church. No people, no church. No people, no church.
That's assault.
No people, no church. No people, no church. Just little babies. No people, no church. That's assault. That's assault. Hey, that's assault. This is he's splitting us. This mother's over here. No people, no church. 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 No people, no church.
Hey, let him handle it.
No people, no church. 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 No people.
It makes you wonder. It's been progressive. Each week it's been progressive and has been getting stronger and stronger and stronger from there. Instead of preaching to people,
got wipes, right?
Instead of whoops, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to show that. Instead of preaching to people about we're vicious people spreading lies and trying to scare people, vicious pagans, no wonder they're coming out there like that. Because they think we're the freaking devil. Look in the mirror, bro. Look in the mirror. I want to say thank you all for hanging out today. Appreciate you guys very much. I'll be taking a break tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to be doing 2 shows. I'm going to be covering some other cases, and we'll be having another Micah Miller episode. Definitely go check out the 4K video. Hit a like on it. A little harder trophy if you don't mind. And I'm going to be putting out a video about this. This is disgusting. It's no wonder these people are coming out. I can't. You are disrupting the way. It's no wonder.
Mm-hmm.
We're vicious pagans to these people. But you know what? Y'all should be smarter than that. Y'all should be smarter than that, church people. Because if you really believe that we're vicious pagans, check the tape. Check the tape. Ain't no vicious paganism going on at all whatsoever. It's called peaceful protestism. That's what's going on. It's ridiculous. It's disgusting. I'll probably be hanging out over at the lounge tonight, just kicking back. So if you want to come hang out, I'll probably be hanging out there, just chilling back. Gonna be doing something. I don't know. I'll drop the link to the channel as we're exiting the show. If you do want to come over there and hang out tonight. Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, if I don't hear from Nana Rough Rider, we'll have a bracelet. But we're for sure gonna be giving away this decal for you guys. So Whenever you see the notification pop up, and I know YouTube's being buggy, just double check your notification bell, make sure it's lit, so that way you do get a notification, and then we are going to be giving that away on the next one. Thank you all for hanging out today. Sorry about bumping it back. I'm going to get some rest here in a little bit. I'm just going to go chill back at the lounge. So if you're bored and you want to come hang out, come hang out. Thank you, Rosie, for hanging out with us today. Appreciate you very much. And I hope you have a good
Thank you,
evening
too.
as well. Peaceful, positive day, everybody. And if I don't see you tonight, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Justice for Micah. And let's get these on some car windows, the back of car windows, okay? Let's get these on the back of car windows. Let's have people at a stoplight looking up #Justice for Micah. I appreciate you. We'll see you.
Let me know. 10-5,